Hello. Welcome back. It's that time of the week, boys. It's that time of the week. Not really. Well, I guess it's Monday, obviously. I don't know. I don't think this is anyone's favorite day of the week, but I'm going to try my best to make it a better day for all of you at home, munching on your popcorn, your Pringles, and all your freaking keto assorted foods. I guess I say other keto assorted foods. But anybody get that reference as soon as it started? It was like this. I did it for Kyoko. Kyoko! Oh, anyways. Hello, chat. Sorry I was late. I had to go to the bathroom at like the worst time. It was like 4 minutes to 5, and I'm just like, boy, my stomach's gurgling. I don't know if this happens to other people, but I woke up and I was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta do a number 2. And I did. And then, this is like hours ago, and then hours later, just before the stream happened, it's like, oh, there's seconds of that. There was leftovers. Or maybe it was digesting my oatmeal raisin bar. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. But, what's really interesting, it's a fun fact about me and my body and how it works. My body is like a nightmare, probably, for any other normal mortal. But usually, like, say if I have to go to work or something, my body knows that, and it will refuse to go number 2 at any cost. It's too afraid to do it. But the fact that my body is so comfortable with streaming, it can have bowel movements, and it won't force itself in my body longer. It's that comfortable, which makes me happy. My body is just that comfortable with it. I appreciate that. I'm thankful that my body understands that. I wish it would get like that with work. I've been there for so many months now. It really shouldn't be a problem, but it is, and it bothers me. Yes, we're going on a tangent about this. I know, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know, interesting. I don't know if that's a me thing. Then again, anything I experience, no one else understands. Like the face on the back of Benson's car. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little personal here. But, yeah. And yes, I did wash my hands. Also, I learned, too, that I have a cut on this finger. Right here. My face... It's like right in the bendy part of the finger. There's like a little cut. I don't know where that came from, when that happened, but I noticed it when I was washing my hands. Like, ow, that hurts. And I was like, oh my god, I have a cut. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't actually hurt as much as I thought. But yeah, I just realized it now. So when this happened, I don't know. I'm just a magical mystery of wonders right now. But, hello chat, thank you for stopping by. Hello Jordan Clark, hello Lord, Brian Taylor, the 98 Man, Golf Kid, Andrea, JC, hi, Phantom, hello, Andrea, okay, that's okay. Okay, so, Danganronpa time, the music that's in the pre-stream, it's from V3. It's titled White, or Dan Vegas. I'm assuming that's what it's called. It's Dan Vegas. And yeah, I love the V3 soundtrack. Yes, I've played all of the Danganronpa games. I'm a big simp fanboy. We'll get into this tangent in when we get to the actual race menu here, but I love it so much. I got the manga anime volumes, or these are like the manga inspired volumes that were were adapted from the anime. Usually it's always the anime adapts the manga, but this is the manga adapted the anime. So I have all 4 of these from the first game. I don't think they ever made one for the second, but I played all of them. Big fan of them. It's hard to even rank which one is my favorite because I like all 3 of them a lot. Obviously, Kyoko's my favorite. Maki's probably my second favorite. Chiaki might be third. Ibuki might be fourth. I don't know. That's my top 4 right off the bat. But big fan. And I use those musics. Also, because anytime I try to use royalty-free and it says royalty-free and then I play it on stream, then I get copyright. So I don't know what is royalty-free, what isn't. I just use Danganronpa because that's just safe. So that's a fun fact about me. But yeah. What if after the race can you play Oregon Trail? I sent a link in your Discord. I don't think I'm gonna have time for that. This race is already gonna be long enough with me and my ramblings, so I don't want this to be like a 4 or 5 hour stream. I'm still recovering from last Monday's like 12-hour stream, so unfortunately no. But good idea though, because I Oregon Trail would probably be a funny ass game to do. Maybe on another weekday or something, or some other random stream. That's not Monday, or maybe I'll do something. It depends. It kind of just comes with the feeling I have when Monday comes around. Like, if a race is dog shit, like Martinsville, I feel empowered to do a stream about it. Or if it's, like, really good, then I kind of do. But if it's, like, really mid, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it truly just depends on how I feel. Kyoko mentioned fire emoji. I appreciate that. I'm happy to hear that. Kirigiri. It's Kirigiri. You're kind of close. I woke up and felt like shit, so I stayed home from school. Damn. I know that feeling. There was times in school where I missed like 2 weeks. Like 15 days almost. Like, I would get sick. I would get sick pretty bad. Like, I just had no immune system. Now I have some sort of immune system. I think it's just because school, I was just around hundreds and hundreds of germs so much more frequently, which you would think that would happen more at work because I'm around even more people, but I think I just have more of an immunity built up now. I don't know. I would just always tend to get more sick at school. I don't know why. It just happened. It's just weird. So I understand the feeling. So hopefully I'm gonna make your day better. You have you have my big face on the big TV. You know, you're sucking on those cough drops. You know, you're drinking your chicken noodle soup. Drink the broth too. I used to not always drink the broth. Drink the broth. So Sting and Robert like Ace Attorney. I don't think it's like that at all. I'm no Ace Attorney expert, but I think Ace Attorney more is not like Danganronpa at all. Or only during trials, probably. Probably yes. But Danganronpa, no, I don't think it's anywhere close. What if kind of looks like the kid from Terminator 2? Edward Furlong, I'm okay with that. I like Terminator 2. That's a good reference. Hello, 1400 HP next gen. Hello. You haven't played Danganronpa about 3 years. I did 3 streams of it, and I stopped because I was so bad at the game. Honestly, it's a nightmare just even watching me play it because I'm so bad at just other stuff that's not NASCAR. And that's why I don't do different stuff than NASCAR, because 1, the views weren't really doing anything, which I expected. 2, I am just not good at playing those types of games. And 3, half of the trials, like later on, like when I'm not playing them on stream, half of the trials I'm like watching a walkthrough so I know what to do, because I just get stuck at a certain point and it just gets miserable and it's not fun to play, and that's all on me because I'm terrible at it, but I love the story elements of it. Grand Theft Auto anime would be pretty good. Did you see the list of past Martinsville winners on the Fox? Only one of them was right. I saw it. This might be a separate video. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to record. Because we're going to rant. We're going to rant for a little bit. I don't know how long, but all right. Here we go. It's a live recording, so you're getting a live show with this. Okay. So Martinsville came and went, and as expected, trucks and Xfinity. pretty solid bangers, even though most of those races kind of had a clear dominant winner. And for all intents and purposes, most of the time when someone just kind of leads the whole race, it's not really interesting. But the magic of Martinsville is that there's always something going on, and it was pretty interesting from flag to flag, just about. Minus the Fox broadcast being absolutely terrible, lowering the greatness of Martinsville in those races. But yeah, both those races were fine. They weren't anything like 9 or 10, but 10 out of 10, but they were like, solid 7s, 8s maybe. I don't know. It's just, they were fun. I thoroughly enjoyed them. Then we get to the Cup Series, and it's like a completely different universe. Now, again, I only saw like the last 80 laps, but basically from everything I've seen and just watching this race, and even the race replay that they showed at like 3 in the morning, and I tried to watch it. Yeah, it was just borderline nothing happening. William Byron is basically the only car that could pass. It's kind of like what happened at Sonoma last year, where like no cars could do anything except for Truex. It's just like this, and it was so uneventful and lame, and so not Martinsville. That what do I expect? What did I really expect? I kind of expected the same shit. What are we at? Like race number 5 at Martinsville, and the only thing memorable from that is Ross Chastain doing the most batshit crazy move ever. That's the only highlight that this race had. Nothing conventional, nothing normal. It's just all trash, and so many things keep being brought up. More horsepower, get a smaller tire, more tire wear. The same shit. And I want to get really mad, but I kind of expected that. It's not really a surprise anymore. We're at race number... This is our 5th Martinsville race with the Gen 7 cars. It's just typical. It's typical trash. And the broadcast, again, just kind of makes it worse. Mike Joy goes on a tangent about some genuinely insightful, informative stuff. And then Clint Boyer's just basically like, hey, you're an old man. Wow, where'd you get that stat? It's like... just completely disrespecting Mike Joy. And Mike Joy has his own things we can criticize him on. He called people that criticize Fox like keyword warriors. That's dog shit. I'm never going to defend that. I've lost a lot of respect for him from that. That's a whole other tangent. But Mike Joy's giving like some insightful like historical information. And then Clint Boyer's like not saying anything insightful or engaging in the conversation and just is like, where'd you get that, old man? It's like, why are you here? I remember, again, this is the same Clint Boyer that went to a restaurant during COVID and it was completely stupid and irrational and dumb, and he's done other stupid shit. But man, I wish he was just gone from the booth. So that's a whole other tangent there. But yeah, the race was just boring. Joey Logano took 2 tires and he had like 180 lap old left side tires and basically almost won stage 2. He got past like 10 to go. So I guess tire wear is a factor if you're like 150 laps into a run, but stages aren't really that long enough for that to actually happen. And again, we go from Bristol where tire wear is like every 3 laps, which that was an accident. So we have one end of the spectrum, and then the other end, of this camera frame is Martinsville, where tire wear doesn't kick into like 150 laps, and then obviously stage 1's like 80 laps, so like nothing happened there. Literally nothing happened. Larson just led, and that was it. Stage 2, I guess, was like a speckle more interesting, but it's not saying much. We're literally comparing like a 1 to like a 1.5 by that point. And then stage 3, I only saw the last 80 laps. So I saw the first 2 stages on the race replay. I fell asleep because I was bored to tears. And then I saw the race live with like the last 80 laps, and that last 80 was like nothing. There was passing, but that was only because people were on like 100 plus lap old tires. So I guess that is good. But again, stages break up the flow of the race. So if this was just 500 laps, maybe this could have been interesting. But it would have taken like 130 laps for that to happen. When that doesn't seem right. And yeah, just me saying Logano stayed on like 180 lap left side tires, almost won him stage 2, is pretty embarrassing. And then there's like an image online of like Joey Logano's like tire treads or something, and there's like barely anywhere on them. So that's bad. The tire compound is a complete joke. If they're not going to ever increase horsepower, which again, the Xfinity Series don't really have much more or less horsepower than the Cup Series, but yet they bring a pretty good product almost anywhere they go. That was like quintessential Martinsville. Tire fall off. things happening. The broadcast missed freaking Riley Herbst getting. They cut from the camera when another car like slammed into him. Like no acknowledgement of that. Also the just obnoxious reminder that this is Hendrick's 40th year with his first win. Did you not understand that? I hope everybody else understood that was its 40th year. That's a whole other tangent. This is a whole other tangent on its own, but Michael Jackson's Thriller, they released like a 40th anniversary, which is stupid because they did one for like the 25th anniversary, and then they're doing like for the 40th one, then they're going to be doing one for the 50th, so it's like an hour and a half to wait, like a 10-year gap, and it's just this big marketing ploy. Because to me, when I think like a milestone, mile marks, I feel like, 25th anniversary and 50th anniversary should be big highlights. We shouldn't be doing arbitrary ones for every 5 years. Like, or not every 5 years, like every 10 years or 5 years. Like, it should be for every quarter of century marks, like 25, 50, 75, and onwards. That should be kind of big deals. Not the 40th. It's stupid. So that's just dumb. I swear to God, if I did like a supercut, if I find like the raw footage of the race, I guarantee at least 30 or 40 minutes of the race was probably them just talking about it, having whole segments about it. I guarantee, just from even mentions, I guarantee it'll be at least over 30 minutes of that broadcast was just them talking about it. So that was obnoxious. And it's like, yeah, they're the winningest team. They're the bestest ever amongst all of it. The Hendrick simps absolutely will love that. If I was a Hendrick simp fanboy, I would be freaking making children to it, but it was just annoying. So there was that. I don't even think there was like anything good I can even really praise. Byron was the only car that could pass. Golf clap award. I mean, one car can do it, but there's instances where it's like they get behind a lap car and then they're just like there's nothing they can do, and it's just absurd. I don't even know what else to even add. It was just such a nothing race, typical, and this is why I'm doing a live stream racing at Martinsville in Heat 5, because I guarantee it will be better than what we just witnessed, because holy good God, that was just depressing. And for Martinsville to be such a depressing track where nothing happens, and again, I've seen Martinsville races over the years, they're not like this. They're not just a case where just nothing eventful occurs. You could have average races, you could have 5 out of 10s or 4s, but man, not like this where just nobody can do next to nothing, and tire wear just doesn't exist. It's just disgusting. And they just don't want to do anything. They're doing like everything except they did something to the underbody. I don't know what, but it didn't really matter. So it was just sad. It was just a sad state of affairs. I'm just so glad I don't have to be in a position where I have to watch the full race or even get nearly invested. I mean, the race game, actually the best pro I can give is that this race gave me good sleep when I watched it on the replay. I will say that. It gave me good sleep. So I appreciate that. I sometimes takes me maybe 10 minutes to go to sleep. That one was just, once it went to the, I was thinking to myself as it was going through like most of stage 2, just thinking to myself, I wonder if I can close my eyes and go to sleep in like 2 minutes before the commercial comes back on. That was like a challenge to myself, and it eventually happened. I was impressed by that. That's how sad that got. So yeah, when there's a bad race, that's like the only pro I can ever say is that I slept good, and it worked. So yeah. Also from a fanboy cap on perspective, Truex crew chief with the big brain stupid decision of keeping Truex out on old tires at Martinsville where track position is so paramount, he basically just screwed his race up. So good job on that. Great decision there. Even though Truex literally had like a 5th place car like almost the entire day, but then decided, we're just going to keep him out there, him and Suarez, and we're just going to just moronic. Like, there's not probably many instances where I'm going to say I'm a better crew chief, but in that moment, yeah, probably not doing that. Yeah, it was just a nothing race. We're going to Texas. Honestly, I think in this insane case, I think Texas will be a tiny bit better than Martinsville because it's a mile and a half. Even though this is like the worst comparison for a mile and a half standards because Texas is so monstrosely like ruined, I guarantee that cup race, which was like borderline 2.5, that would be better by some margin. Maybe not by much, but it will be better. And it's just frustrating to go like, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how many weeks it's been. Because COTA was kind of uneventful. So yeah, a couple weeks now where just nothing really has happened. But we'll eventually get to a mile and a half where it's amazing and then we can, go nuts over it. But yeah, this car is a complete joke on short tracks and road courses, which is kind of funny because road courses, they were specifically designed to be good. But I guess they're too good. They're just, the brakes are way too good. The traction's way too strong. Man, I miss the Gen 6 car. This car is basically like an inverse of the Gen 6, basically, in terms of the tracks. It's like the pros of it, and then the cons, it's all flipped. I don't know. That's my tangent rant, whatever. I'm just so done of it. But at the end of the day, it's just, what do you expect? What did you expect? It's just typical trash at Martinsville. It wasn't anything surprising. We just got more examples. That's all we got. We got more examples of how bad it is. Logano being on like 180 lap old left side tires, and it didn't matter. That kind of just says it all right there. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm done. Rant over. If you can even call this a rant. This would be like a rant, but not in all caps. So just be like, just normal rant, not like all caps. So, it'll be mild, but I don't know. I'm done. There's your race review chat. 12 minutes. 12 minutes of that. Maybe 11 if you cut out the beginning and ending, but 12 minutes just about. Actually, I want to add on to it. I'm gonna add on something because I didn't mention the frickin' ticker. Okay, so I just want to add this one extra little bit. The graphic. Like, I wouldn't even care about the graphics if it's just one stupid blunder. Like, we can all ha-ha lol amount of the Jensen Button graphic error at COTA last year where they messed it up with JG Alien. That was dumb. But how do they get the past 5, like, winners at Martinsville wrong? It was, like, wrong. They had Kyle Busch winning in, like, 2022. Only one of them was right. It had Daniel Suarez winning in like 2021. It's like, what are we doing? How is it that bad? Like, how is it that bad? You go on Racing Reference and you just click on Martinsville and you see all the Martinsville race winners of the past 70 years or however long. Is it that hard? Who is doing these graphs and how are they getting them this wrong? To drivers that aren't winning, I don't even think we're anywhere relevant in those races to even be genuinely confused. And how does it happen? How? It boggles my mind almost every week how bad the Fox broadcast is. Because those should not be things they mess up on. It really should not be that hard. It's so embarrassing. I can... Then like immediately after that race over, I think NHRA was on, and it's just like they're popping with energy and just doing everything right with the broadcast. They're not showing up wrong graphics. It so much life, and then it's such a disaster. It really should be a case study in the future, like 30 years from now. We can look back at this time period from Fox from like whatever year it started when they objectively started becoming bad, and then to whenever 2028, I don't know, of just a case study of what not to do, because it's literal amateur hour. I even think it's amateur hour. Just I really feel like it's just being done by people that just don't understand the sport, or just I would dare to say care, but just it's just lacking some common sense. Like, it's really not that hard to find the last 5 winners of Martinsville and look up the information. There's Racing Reference. That's it. How do you botch so bad? Like, it'll be one thing if they got the driver name right, and then maybe, oh, they got the driver number right, but maybe like the background of it, or maybe the font is a little weird. Okay, we can chastise that a little bit, but it's like not even close. I'm done. That now I'm definitively done. That just it's just reprehensible. Just absolutely disgusting. There we go. I got that. We got that in there. Gotta do a little bit extra editing, but that they turned into like almost a 15-minute video now. God damn it. Sorry. I'll look back at chat here. It said Ross Chastain won in Martinsville in 2021. What? That's so stupid. Waiting for him to get done with the Jordan Clark is smart. He's gonna wait until after I'm done with the race review to then do his donation. I respect that. That's clever. I respect that. Tires and fuel were at the same rate. Yeah, it was just, yeah. 30 minutes of talk, appreciate me. Yeah, it was exactly like 31 minutes. But anyways, a race rant tangent aside. Where to get to this? So obviously, we're doing Heat 5, 100% race length, which is 400 laps, because this game mod had 400 laps, so we got that on our side. We're racing as Travis Pastrana, because I want to race as Travis Pastrana because it's funny, because Travis Pastrana has more points than Jimmy Johnson. In his one star at Daytona, he's got more points than Jim Johnson.
I watched the Cup race without looking at social media. I thought it was very standard. Stage 1 was easily my least favorite part. The tires wore. It's the shifting that's the issue. We had green flag pit stops. Hell yeah, 8/10 race.
Damn, that is a rating I don't think I'm going to personally agree with. But I do agree, and the element of shifting is probably the issue. So I agree. I agree with shifting. There was, green flag stops. I guess that elevates it to a 3 for me. I forgot that they even had green flag stops. I must have tuned in right after that happened. I don't know. I must have missed that. But shit, I forget. Shit, that elevates it. That elevates it a tiny bit. Yeah, we're racing as Travis Pastrana. 610, better spring race than 22. It maybe, probably. I don't know if that's saying much. People are just too kind on the ratings. I'm just way too harsh. I think I watched Iceberg's video and he gave it like a 2, so I'm actually giving it way more. I'm being way too generous, giving it a 3. But yeah, we're racing as Pastrana. If you notice here, you thought I was a Kyoko fan. Oh, I went to the next level in 2022 where I dressed up as her for Halloween. I had like the whole outfit. I had everything because I wanted to be that. And freaking Sanak made this car that I did in my NASCAR Rivals career mode and put it in the game. And you know what? I look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I look pretty good. I wish I lost more weight then compared now, because I was right at the end of 22. I think I started my weight loss in like the beginning of January in 23. So this is right before I started doing that. So I probably would fit in all those clothes even better. But I agree, 10 out of 10 cosplay. The only thing too, I was contemplating if I wanted to use the fake breast, but I thought, well, Kyoko doesn't really have any of those, so to actually be in spirit of the character, it probably wouldn't make sense to give her like have her be like extra busty, because the reason I got that was for the boa one. Boa makes sense. So that was like the only thing I was like, all right, we're not gonna do that. And also, I think I'm wearing this like the same white shirt. It's the same white shirt from that. The only problem with it too, with the cosplay, is her gloves are traditionally like purple-ish. So the fact that they're black there actually doesn't really make sense. That's my only criticism with it. Everything else, spot on. But hold on. Can I get the angle right? I like that angle. I click on the stream and this is what I see right away. I'm sorry, Elite. You know, you missed the rant. I went on like a mini rant of Martinsville, and you would have liked it. You'd be like, "That cool, man." I don't know why he sounds like the character from Smiling Friends, where he says, "Get out of my head." But yeah, so that's me in the game. I'm honored for that. I look good. 10 out of 10 would date me. Anyways, we're racing against Pastrana because he's funny with Jim he's still higher than Jim in points, so it's gonna be like 2 years and Jimmy's still gonna not have more points than him, which is really funny, and I'm gonna keep making fun of that because Jimmy has fallen to the depths of hell, and maybe he can come back. But hello, the 98 man. I don't think I've seen you in chat in at least in a long time. But hi. Is SVG in this mod? I'm pretty sure he is, but he's a. Oh yeah, he's right there. Shane Van Gibby. I know it's Gisbergen. I know. Don't rip me apart. I'm just making fun of his last name because I'm just a child, or I'm childish. We got Kurt, and obviously, okay, so yeah, we're going as Pastrana. I never really raced as him before, so might as well. Jimmy winning Texas this weekend. If that, he doesn't even need to win. He just needs, that actually be really funny. he surpasses freaking Kill Yarbrough. That'll be kind of funny. He's gonna outbest Yarbrough in a Yarbrough fashion where he's gonna get wins part time. Kind of like what Yarbrough did, where he got like the next 15 wins of his career were like part time, which is funny because honestly he probably still would have been competitive like all the way up until like 85. So he really could have had like 90 plus wins if he just the reason why he stopped going full time is to be with his family. Why am I making that like that's a bad thing? That's obviously a good thing, but I'm gonna make fun of him for that. His stat book would have been better if he just ignored his family. Fuck family. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Also, thank you for the 3, Jordan. I don't think I actually said that when I was reading your thing, but thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Heart emoji inside a heart emoji for that. But, yeah, we're going as Pastrana. Martinsville, there it is. In this game, it's the Norco 400 because it's matching 2023. I think it's a different name now with the cookout. So obviously 100% race length. It is still with the most recent mod that High TV and them did. So the race length, as you saw, went up by 5. So you can set it to like 95 or whatever percent. I think even with the 500 lap race, you can lower it to a certain percentage. So probably get 400 laps anyway. So even if there wasn't 400 miles or laps, and it was just 500, I could probably set the race length percentage to something to actually get it correct. So, yeah. Also, because I want this, we're going 4 times where? Maybe, we'll go 3 times. Yeah, 3. We'll go 3. We'll go 3 for Martinsville. Tire fall off rate, everything normal. I thought there was a 67 Monster Energy car. There is. There is, JC. Good luck. Thank you. Settings, narrow, infrequent mechanical failures. I did some practice races with just normal. The AI blew up a lot. So High TV did something with the AI where they have more mechanical failures. So we're going to keep it on infrequent because they still also bring out yellows. So, yeah. So I'm not expecting like last week where there was like 66 yellows We're not going to get anywhere near that number, but there should be yellows. There should be at least green flag pit stops with everything. Especially with the 3 times where we're going to be guaranteeing all that. So, yeah. That's where the theme of the stream comes from. I like that. The theme of the stream. Where it comes from is why did I title it this way, where I said that I'm going to make this better than real life Martinsville. We're just going to add tire wear. That's like the simplest fact of the matter. We're going to see my car wheeling and dealing, vrooming and yeoming, and doing race car things. I like to think we'll win, but I don't know. Looks like I got here just in time. You're right, Ultimate Dragon. You got here just in time. I don't know. Imagine if these were sunglasses, then that's where the joke would have stemmed from. But I tried. 3 for Dale. That explains it then. Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious is back. I get it. Good reference. I agree, Elite. Racing over family. I full-heartedly agree. That's Cale Yarborough's biggest plight in his life. And also, there was a thing I read, too, where if you ever wanted to, like, interview him, you had to pay him money. Or if, like, he was going to a track, he had to be compensated. Like, he always needed compensation for it. So it made me really wonder, was Cale Yarborough, like, broke? Like, was he not... Did he need money a lot? Like, why did he always wanted people to pay him for appearances? Like, he wanted to be paid for appearances. I guess that's not really... I don't know. You would think with a driver of his caliber in millions, and not billions, but just a lot of cash, why would he need, like, a couple $100 would be, like, chump change for someone that makes millions? I don't know. That's a whole other freaking... Add that to the iceberg. The NASCAR iceberg of just... conspiracy theories. Add that to that. Why did Cale Yarborough need money for appearances? But, anyways, Martinsville time. Let's go. I'm sorry, I'm ranting, I'm rambling too much. People that may be new here thinking, what is wrong with him? But then again, was I ever right to begin with? Also, I got water. I got grape. So, it's good water. I don't know why most people hate this track at Hip-Hop. I think it's a fun track. I just know I'm not as good as Windvow, because we did a core league race here. Windvow, like, mopped the floor with me and, like, the whole field, so. I know he's way better. But, yeah. So. Given the pay drivers back then compared now, it's not as big as you think, even. Either way, most, if not all, drivers are paid for appearances anyways. It does make me wonder, why was that a thing on Reddit then? Or is that just Reddit just being terrible? I don't know why that was like a topic of Reddit being brought up, if that was just a normal thing. I don't know. I just kind of thought it was unusual. I don't know. 48 minutes. 48 minutes? I've only been streaming for 43 minutes, JC. Don't be freaking me out. You made me almost sweat my freaking armpits off. Anyways, we're starting last. No shock. We're going with a preset 4, which is 1 click below default. If it gets too tight or too loose on the long run, we can always make it a bit tighter, so it's harder. At least gets. I don't know, but this, from what I saw in practice, seemed to be pretty all right. So we're gonna stick with that. So obviously we're starting last. That's just the challenge I present to myself to make it fun. What is this guy? AJW. You're not new. I've seen you here before. You're not new at all. You're like a regular. Almost a regular. Anyways, race time. Kyle Larson on pole. I was almost gonna tile this, make sure a Hendrick driver doesn't win. Jimmy failed pre-race, that's funny. Kyle Larson's fast, that's terrifying. But yeah, here we go. So I think stage 1, 80 laps. The journey begins to make sure a Hendrick car does not win. By the way, did you know that this was Hendrick's 40th win? 40th win. It's 40th anniversary. Couldn't even get it right. Oh my, the checkup. No hood damage, which is good. Also, the AI do something weird here, which we'll probably experience at some point in this race, where they run up to the super duper high lane. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're starting to see it. Yeah, that's something to do with High TV's mod, because they're not normally supposed to be doing that. So we could really pretty simply just hold down the bottom, make up spots, and you should be in the top 15 pretty quickly. It's more or less just getting into that top 5 range on our own race pace. It's going to be hard. From what I did in practice, it seemed to be giving me adequate challenge. So I'm expecting to be challenged at some point. But yeah, High TV's AI aggression mod thing that he added onto this worked alright at Richmond. I don't think it works at Martinsville at all. I was going to change it back, but from what I was learning, like, on the long run, the car would kind of get... Austin Dillon. Leave it to Austin Dillon to find a way to be loose, and I just was an innocent victim in all of his squabblings. And there goes my front end. It is now damaged. How much percentage? 4%. I don't like that. But obviously, fuel, 43 laps. I think we had 46. I don't know, but we'll have to pit at least once. Austin Dillon just gave me I was about to say I had damage in the back, but I don't.
Left side. All right, clear low. Clear all around. Clear to the right. Hold your line. Got one outside.
But yeah.
Outside by himself.
Like I was saying, once we get in that top 15, I think it'll start getting harder.
All clear.
But the other thing too, because I tested this with 4 times wear, I'm not really sure at what point in the run the car is going to get really stupid to drive. Might take 30 laps, 35, not really sure. This is almost like as if the Bristol AI, or the Bristol tire wear that we saw in real life is almost carried over to Martinsville. Somewhat. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. Yeah, it's weird. It's nice to do this game again, especially after Richmond. And also knowing that it's not going to be, you know, like a 6, you know, I can't even say 6 because it's not even accurate, like almost like a 12-hour gauntlet.
Keep it up. That was your best lap ever.
Best lap ever. That is still, I could get a couple more tenths out of the car. I'm taking it too easy. Yeah, we're up in the top 15. Joey Logano got the lead. That's already more lead changes than we had all of stage 1 just in the first 10 laps. So JC can't be like, that was a bad waste, what if? That wasn't any better than wheel wife. So JC can put that banana up his, get a freaking banana cob hole. There's like a banana. JC would probably hate this because this like affects him like personally. But there exists like a banana product where you take out the middle part of it and then you fill it with something on the inside, and it like removes the middle part, or it removes like the insides, and it fills it. You could fill it then with something else. There's a banana gadget with that. Also, hi Larson. Did you know Hendrick got their first win here 40 years ago? They were gonna shut down. They were gonna shut down. That was gonna be their last race. And they won. And it saved them. Did you not know this yet? It was, I mean, it shouldn't even be called a Cookout 400. It should have been like the Hendrick Motorsports 400 or the 40th anniversary 400. I mean, with how much they discussed it, I really feel like they should have just changed the race name. Just like they changed Phoenix Raceway to Jeff Gordon Raceway when Dale Jr. won. So what would happen if... So what do I call... If I ever did like an Every Win Dale Jr. video where I updated the video... What would the race name be? What would the track name be? Would it be Phoenix or would it be Jeff Gordon Raceway? Because it technically changed for one race. It's like at that period of time when Lowe's where Charlotte was Lowe's and it wasn't Charlotte. It was just Lowe's. I don't know, I'm going on too many tangents. Stenhouse last in like 17 laps. That's impressive. This series already has less parity than real life. Almirola leading. That's what, our third different lead change? Or I guess technically our second. I like that. You have a closet banana fit. JC, there is a banana gadget out there that exists. Me discussing of the banana gadget does not make me have a fetish for it. That's like saying, oh, there's Apple products out there that you could cut your banana slices easier. Oh, Apple fetish. Because I explained it.
Got one inside.
Oh, he tied. Don't worry. When the car gets loose, you're gonna notice. We're just not there yet.
Careful, still there. Got a headlight out.
Almost, this makes it almost easier for the leaders to pass lap traffic, because some cars are just running the outside, so that almost makes it easier now that I'm thinking about it.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Van Gisbergen running better than Stenhouse at Martinsville. I love to see it. I can honestly see that.
Stay low, stay low.
Ryan Preece up here, he was fast in, well, real life in 23. Until he had a pit road penalty of some capacity that ruined it. I remember JC was ranting about that in his race review when he used to do race reviews where he would end the race review mid-sentence and it would anger me. And I still haven't forgotten about it.
Still there.
Anyways, lap traffic holds him up. That's P8.
All clear.
Yeah, we're starting to get the tire work kind of kick in. Lap 20. So just about halfway into the run.
Clear to the right.
A little bit before then. So 45% through the run. I can feel the tire we're slipping. Is what if can eat a banana on stream? No. I don't think I have any currently at home to eat. You and your late night Google searches with sex. Does it? JC, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go to Spencer's next time and I'm gonna ask if there's a banana freaking dildo just for you. Cause I don't know. I don't have these answers. You don't want to know what I Google search at like 12:30 at night. It's mostly about how to ruin JC's life. You know, it was funny because I was talking to JC because JC found, oh, that's Truex for position. That's for P7. I was talking to him. He found like a Stuart Friesen stat where it said like Stuart Friesen won like 230 World of Outlaw races or something, but that wasn't true. And I was about to screen cap the thing I found where it said like he won like, because we were going on like World of Outlaw stats because I was like, oh, doesn't Steve Kinzer have like 700 World of Outlaws wins? And he was like, oh, it's more like 500. Or it was like something else, and I was about to link him Steve Kinzer win stat, and I was gonna put at the top of the search bar something of like how to ruin JC's life on like the search bar when I was about to screenshot it, but I was on my phone, so if I type something in, it would get rid of the thing I was currently searching for. So it ruined the joke that I had, which I just thought was really funny. That, you know, I'm just about to screenshot him something like part of the conversation, and then he just looks in the background. He's like, he just sees like, what the fuck is What If searching for? What is wrong with him? And I couldn't do it, so it really upsetted me. That was my story time escapade. Ryan Blaney's in the lead. What is that? 4 different leaders now? Oh, that's another lead change. It's almost like Heat 5 is better than real life. but it's not as realistic, so there's that.
Still there.
Also, Bubba Wallace, P31.
All
That's
clear. No pressure from behind.
gonna make Disco Inferno upset. He's gonna be. Why is he 31st? He was running 4th at the end of the race,
Your left.
and that makes me, Disco Inferno, upset because you know he refers to himself in third person. No, that's wrong. I'm just making up stuff now. Ooh. Kyle Busch. Oh, Bubba heard me. I'm sorry.
Still there.
I'm sorry. Kyle Busch running 29th. Pretty realistic. A little exaggerated, but pretty realistic running position for him. Speaking about freaking running positions, Harrison Burton finished like 33rd on pace. Like, oh lord. Oh lord. That's upsetting. Well, we're gaining on the leader a little bit. It was 7.8, now it's down to 6.7. So progress is being made, not by a lot, but something is happening. Stenhouse about to go 2 laps down in 34 laps. He's just getting lapped every 17 laps. Good lord. That moment when BJ McLeod's running better than Stenhouse. Like, literally. That's not even me exaggerating. He's just better than Stenhouse today.
Yellow flag.
Oh, that's our first yellow. And everyone's pitting as they should. When are you not making up stuff? That is exactly what I was going to do during the Steve Kinzer segment that I was discussing you about. I was going to freaking have some kind of thing in the search bar to really concern you. But I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me do it on the phone. Yeah, we're pitting 4 tires and fuel. Kind of wish there was a 124 scale as well if you want it. You see Eric Almirola win Xfinity. Yes, I did. I was happy. I was happy. Good for him. He's not a leech anymore, so it's not reprehensible. So now I could be happy for him to get a win. And this will be his first true win not being a leech, if you think about it. So it truly is his first win, because 2007 doesn't really count with the whole Memphis Hamlin fiasco. Oh, look at JC, your boy Chris Buescher is in the top 10. Oh, isn't that sweet? That's sweet, isn't it, JC? I'm such an asshole. I'm such a jerk. God damn. But yeah, we're up here in the mix. Getting to Chase Elliott and Logano might be a different story, but we're going to kind of need lap traffic to bail us, or they just can run up the high side like what Logano's doing. That also will help me out a ton. Don't know how frequently they do it. It just seems completely random. There we go. That's the fast lap I was looking for. But that pit stop kind of came at a perfect time because it was right at the end of the pit cycle. Or, well, we kind of split this stage, this small stage, in half. And now we're just going to take second spot. And we're just going to chill until we get to some lap traffic. So that's kind of the Heat 5 way. Now it's just a waiting game. Now I get to just ramble on about a bunch of different stuff. I did see, obviously, Sheldon Creed to try to do his best Clint Boyer 2012 Martinsville impression. That was funny. So Sheldon Creed is just perpetually doomed to finish second. Which, honestly, it's more frustrating than the Daniel Hemrick meme, because Daniel Hemrick, I don't think he's finished second as many times as what Sheldon Creed has had. I don't think so. I don't know, but it really feels like Sheldon Creed has been finishing second way more than Daniel Hemrick's struggles were. His fourth quarter median. Oh, JC's gonna bring up the fourth quarter. Actually, the fourth quarter median showed that he was really, like, respectably fast. That's all I have. Well, do we actually have a car DNF? Like, already, or no? Never mind. Chase Elliott's about to catch lap traffic in like 10 laps. That boy is fast. Yep. Well, now it's all going to come down to how he gets around lap traffic. That's going to be our only scapegoat. And so far, he's been pretty smart. And the AI have been shockingly extra smart in just letting him go by. There he goes. He's running up the high side. That's a stupid line to take. But we're going to gain 0.6 of a second because of that.
Got a car high now. Top 3, use it if needed.
Damn, Tyler Reddick having a really bad day. That's a bad day for him. My lord. Oh, Chase Elliott running up high. That's stupid. And he's getting held up by lap traffic too. So not only is he taking the worst angle, but he's just doing something completely stupid to where we have a shot to get the lead. I don't personally understand that. Locking up the brakes too much. Yeah. Yes, I am. When you get long enough in the run, just turning left makes the brake, it makes the tires just smoke. That's just a Heat 5 thing.
Still there. Clear all around.
Like in the center of the corner. But yeah, but some of that is true. Some of that is true. But I'm leading, don't matter. I'm the bestest that ever was. Big time, massive ego alert.
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
And now we just get to reap the rewards of greatness until the end of the stage, because there's really no cars that can catch us unless our tire wear gets really bad. But that only happens pretty late into the run. Most of the run, it seems alright. It's getting a little loose. It's getting a little bit loose. So I have to be a bit more careful on how I exit the corners now. The brakes thing isn't I guess it is an issue. You just have to be really careful with it. There is brake smoothing where you can have it to like off, low, and high. Which, for the longest time, I always had on low just because I was on a controller. I thought it just wasn't really doable to have it off. But I've been having it off since Richmond, well, since last week, and it seems to be not too bad. It definitely is a skill gap to learn. I'm not going to be a douche and say that's like, oh, that's just a skill issue on your part. No. Because there is a learning curve. I should say it's a learning curve. That's the best word to say for it. Me and my dumb freaking wordings of shit. I'm such a freaking dummy. Also, we're about to lap half the field. Chastain just ran the back of Cole Custer. So, that was funny. Or I guess, in 2024 terms, that's Justin Haley now. But, you know what? I was going to say he was running really high up, but no, never mind. It's 31st.
Hold your line. All clear.
So Brad Keselowski in 21st is about to lap 31st. That is also strange. And Van Gisbergen in 30th. Good, hey, good for him.
All clear.
He got 12th in the Xfinity race, which is impressive. So he's not totally embarrassing himself, which is nice. Ooh, we're gonna be close on fuel. It'll be 5 laps to the good. Tire wear, I'm assuming tire wear will still be okay.
Careful, still there.
Oh, isn't that adorable? Byron's catching me. That's so wholesome. Oh my god, freaking Hendrick 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. What is that? Ew. Ew, they really want reality to come to life where Hendrick car wins. No. No, I refuse to let that happen. Lap traffic. You gotta hold them off. Zane Smith 19th, that's good.
All the way to the wall. Bottom lane's moving. Top's free, use it if you need it.
Oh, that's not good. I don't want to be on the outside.
Careful,
Hi, Zane Smith. Carlo. Can I get down low? Nope. Oh, yes, I can. I mean, I dive bombed it, but never mind. He got by me.
Clear right.
Kyle Larson. About to go a lap down. What is this? Lap traffic, can you move? I need the bottom lane. How is Kyle Larson on fire, but running 17th? When has that ever happened? That's even more bizarre.
Clear all around.
ITV did something to the AIs that don't gel at this track for some weird reason. Usually when an AI is like on fire, they will just pretty much predominantly be in the top 5 or leading like the whole race. So I was initially scared, but now I'm not. Hey, Stenhouse has rebounded from 40th to 37th. Good for him.
Clear high, bud. All clear.
Now that Ultimate Dragon has quoted me, I realize how dumb and contradictory I sound in like the same sentence. That's the most me sentence ever.
Stay low.
I'm sure Ultimate Dragon's like,
All clear.
ew, ew, mega baddies, top 5, ew, ew, I spit. Pfft. Anyways, Bowman, very fast. We don't even have much lap traffic now as a buffer. Okay, he's still stuck behind him. That's good for me. Just gotta run away. How many cars am I gonna lap by the end of the stage? There's under 17, I think, on lead lap. 1.4 is the gap, but lap traffic continuing to bone Bowman.
Got one peeking outside.
Where's Bumble? Bumblebee's gotta be loving this with her boy Bowman in 2nd place. She's like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Oh yeah, JC's boy's 5th. Mine isn't even in the top 5. That's upsetting. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know Larson was the only mega baddie at Hendrick. Then Hendrick would be not nearly as detestable than what I had originally perceived of your perception of them. We built up a good lead. Now Harvick's 2nd. This battle for 2nd place is just swapping more than I've ever imagined. It's just lap traffic just absolutely just not finding a way. We're not even really that much faster than them. I just think lap traffic's just affecting them way more because our car is sliding. It's slippery. It's slippery doing around a little bit. It's looping and gooping in the race here.
Clear all around. Right side.
I'm glad I have this race leaderboard up just to
Clear all
see
around.
what is happening behind me, because that leaderboard is changing more than my sexuality. What the fuck? What does that mean? I don't know. 5 laps to go in stage 1. It's like, it definitely is the case where when there is no lap traffic, we are not faster. But this is why I want long green flag runs, because this will benefit us the most. Also, Austin Dillon 15th. Good run for him. He's about to get lapped, though. He's getting held up by a 13 car.
2 laps left. Stay calm.
They're still there. They're still there. Like, I'm not pulling away as much as I was thinking, which is a good thing. Never mind, it went up. Buscher went up to the high side. Harvick's now second. What is this? What is going on back there? It is just complete chaos behind me. Chris Buscher is lapped? Or is really fast now? I don't know, but he's not for position. We're going to pin him a lap down because who knows? This might be vital at the end of the race. You never know. That's a stage dub. Casual stage dub. 1 yellow. Chase Elliott 5th. Harvick 2nd. Bowman 3rd. Byron 6th. Truex 7th. Harrison Burton 10th. That's a better run than what he did. Those lockups aren't burning tires. They're shockingly not. I don't know why it doesn't, but it does not. Yeah, we're pitting 4 tires, fuel, the whole shebang. And we lapped up to 15th. So 14 on lead lap. Bell will get the wave around, and he's fast. So he was right there behind me. So we got a pit road first. First and second stay the same. Third and fourth changed.
Coming to the green.
And now our plan is to try to hang on to lead as long as we can before before we get past. That's really our only plan. Stage 2, 97 laps, so 17 laps longer than stage 1. The tires never wore out. I'm pretty sure they do. It definitely dropped as the run went on. Maybe I don't know. We gotta look. You know what? We're gonna have to look at the freaking lap times to confirm that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the 19.7 I laid down at one point. I don't think I was running 19.7s by the end of that run. But I have my AI tire fall off. Or I have it on normal. It's just normal. I have the AI tire fall off for them as normal, so I have it about as even of a playing field as I possibly can. Shockingly, right now I have a bit of a gap. I feel like as this run goes on, we're going to be scared. I don't know. Maybe I'm just pulling smoke out of my woo-ha, but we will find out together. Well, if you leave it in 5th and save gas, I don't think there's really any difference. Especially with these race lengths, like 40 laps. We're going to have to pit once in the stage no matter really what. Actually, twice. Maybe once. I don't know. It depends on how much fuel we burn. Because I know naturally around the track we save fuel no matter what. So it might be once. But barely. I don't even know if downshifting even makes us any faster. I really don't know. I think it actually does make us a little bit slower. Well, we're definitely losing time. So I don't think it's definitely not any faster. So I'm going to go back to 4th. But yeah, Buscher's now right there with me. So that's scary. Bring this race leaderboard back up.
Caution.
And we get a yellow. It's on infrequent. Want to point that out. It's on infrequent. So I'm sort of surprised that came out so quickly. Anyone sure up D and F yet? Chandler Smith is pitting from last. Same as Ty Dillon. Nobody else. Nobody else is pitting. Okay. Well, I'm staying out.
Going green.
Maybe NASCAR should listen to Dale Jr. at the... I wish they would. I feel like Jr. generally has a pretty good grasp on stuff. I think he would be a good person to look at for opinions. Oh no, not the freaking dumbass audio glitch. There's more camera angles now and there's more replay stuff. That's just really gonna lead me to like wreck. That's going to be annoying. That's what I mean about the... freaking audio. Well, we're going to lose the lead because of that, because I had to flip through the camera angles to get that audio glitch to go away. So that's annoying, to lose the lead because of that. Because I had to basically snap my concentration. But, to the inside, we actually get by him. No, but we're still there. Okay, we're putting up a fight.
Yellow flag.
And another yellow. What's happening? What? I guess it's I don't know what that could even be bringing them out. So was that our 4th yellow now? We had one before stage 1, then this one. Yeah, this will be our 4th yellow. I don't know why we're wrecking. I don't know why the AI reckons so much. Anyone pitting? Anyone that I could... Okay, just 38th and 39th just being stupid back there and wrecking themselves. We were about to go for a lead, too. That was the most heartbreaking thing. Me and Chase Elliott were having a bro battle, and it just got all messed up. But we might have the good restart here to just kind of launch ourselves to the lead. Or not, never mind.
Got one inside.
I thought I was able to, but
Nobody out.
we're going to get down the bottom lane here. That's a send. He gives me room. And, oh, can't clear him.
Careful, still there.
Well, I keep finding the bottom lane. He's giving me an opening. Trying to dime in the corner a little bit.
Careful, still
But,
there.
yeah, as you see, the car is getting loose. Can't believe he's actually
Careful, still there.
holding his own on the outside. We actually rubbed. Oh my god, Martinsville. Martinsville rubbing. That's not a thing anymore.
Still there.
Can I even lead this lap? Barely. Come on, just
Careful, still there.
at the car. It's at that point now where I can't really smash it off the corner as great as I once was able to. Damn. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Now we're just going to wait for lap traffic to play a factor. Why in chat almost every stream?
Careful, still there.
You ever notice there's a pattern? There's always a pattern. Brain Taylor being in some kind of controversy with chat over something. Every time. I'm just, it's so old. That just needs to be on the bingo card. Beef and, I guess there actually is one that, but. It's just, it's like every stream. There always has to be something. It's so annoying to try and look at chat, and it's just people beefing with each other. And it leaves me in a spot of, how did Christopher Bell get... okay, we had somebody else to help it out, but... Yeah, Belfast. But either way, tangent aside, I'm tired of the drama, man. I'm just so... It's always something. Like, every stream. It's so tiring. Saw a ton of rubber yesterday. JC, you know, there was a lot of rubber on the tracks. That doesn't count. There's a lot of rubber in like dumpsters and stuff, but I'm not gonna consider that a good race. Damn, that's dark. Man, I do not have a long run car, or at least a short run car. Once I don't have that lead, it just... Because when I was leading when Busher was up front before the audio glitch thing happened, I was gapping them a little bit. Now that's not the case at all. Oh boy, yeah, it's loose. Now we have Kyle Busch being last. What is this? How is Kyle Busch just now slow? That's so sad.
Yellow's out.
Another yellow. That's our 5th yellow. What? I have it on infrequent. How are we still wrecking? High TV did something to the AI. That's a tire failure. What? I don't understand that, but everybody's pitting. We're going to do the same. That's our 5th yellow. Good lord. I didn't even say rubber. It's close enough.
Starter has the green flag.
It's close enough.
Drive smart. Come and see quick. Clear and behind you.
Alright, now we're going to have fresh tires. We should have the possible advantage on the bottom lane here to at least get bottom. At least I hope so.
Stay low, stay low.
Almost there. Still not clear. Okay,
Hold your
no, still
line.
not clear. He's putting up a fight, though.
All clear. No
And
behind.
clear. New leader. We're back.
Wow, that's fast.
All new fastest lap of the day. Also, I guess a solar eclipse rant time? I don't know. So, I know everybody was making a big deal about it. And I guess in some states, it probably was a big deal. But for me in my area, it just got like a tiny bit darker out. There was just so many clouds in the sky, you couldn't even see it. It really did nothing. And it was getting dark at like 3:30. Which is almost kind of what it does here in like December. So it's just, you know, it's not really a phenomenon. It's not really wild. It's just, oh, it's just December. That's just how it is here in December. So it's really not even anything. It did basically nothing. Except it got a tiny bit darker at 3:30 than usual. but it wasn't like unseeable. It wasn't pitch dark out. It didn't do anything. The clouds ruined it. Hashtag the clouds ruined our day. So if other people got to experience it and it was freaking badass cool, then I'm happy to hear that, because I basically got nothing in my area that would invoke any type of reaction other than disappointment.
Inside. All clear.
No, Chase. No. That's my spot. I thought I slept past it when I woke up at like 2. I thought I woke up, I was like, oh shit, I missed it, but I guess it didn't even hit here yet, so. That was good for me. But even then, it didn't really matter. Also, lap traffic time, yay!
Careful, still there. All clear, no pressure from behind.
It's definitely getting to that point where it's getting loose. It took about 10 laps, but it's definitely going to get worse as the run goes on, as we saw at the end of stage 1. Hopefully we just get some green flag running. Oh, there goes Chase Elliott on the high side. That's stupid. That puts Bell to second now, so I'm kind of scared about that, because Bell was really quick at the end of stage 1 when I lapped him, but then he was still hanging on right behind me, so I'm a little bit scared about that. Also, Custer, I don't know where you're going. Okay, they figured it out. I was going to say I didn't know where to go, but he drove past them just as quickly as I did.
Stay low, stay low.
Chase Elliott's back at my keister.
All clear. Towers calling.
Another yellow. Yellow number 6. Like, what? How? I don't understand that. People in the back are pitting. Nobody up at the front's staying out, or nobody else in the front's pitting, so we're just going to stay out. Strange race with the yellows. I don't even know what is causing them, unless it's tire failures, but we're getting literally like, I don't know if it's literally like 2008 brick year. That might be an exaggeration, but
All clear, no pressure from behind.
definitely getting a lot of
Clear on the
freaking
outside.
yellows.
Clear high, bud. Looking outside now.
Well, the audio glitch is back, so I have to flip through the camera angles and potentially wreck myself, because there we go, got that. I think that might have been situated. I don't know if you have to hold on a different camera angle longer than usual, but with the replay angles, it's such a easy way to wreck because of it. I really wish that wasn't a thing in the actual normal race itself. I'd rather much that be saved for the race replays itself than the actual being on track. That's just a me thing, though. That keister talk. I am old, JC. I'm an old guard of YouTube. I was around back when it was first starting. I basically am an old man in this community. In the scope of the internet world. Though, funny enough, in my area with the eclipse, it was supposed to be a 100% total coverage of the sun. Which, that's cool. I mean, it really had all the promise of being amazing. And then the clouds ruined it, so I really didn't even get to see it.
Keep moving. Clear behind. Bottom's clear.
I'm afraid once I lose the lead, whoever's going to be in front of me is just going to pull away.
Clear and behind you. You got room. You're clear.
So this is kind of like a Richmond scenario where as long as I hold the bottom lane, it shouldn't be that hard to hang on. Yeah, lap times have gone down about 0.6. We're not even, like, totally halfway through our fuel run yet, so... Could be close to a second by the time this run's over. My word vocabulary must be so interesting to someone that's, like, a teacher. And they listen to me talk, and it's like, oh... He's using hip slang words, and then once in a while there will be like an old person word in there, and it'll just confuse the absolute shit out of them. I must be like a marvel for them, just listening to me, just be like, wow, what a frickin' specimen. Oh my god, talk about the hot dogs. I think in NASCAR 2011, the crew chief will go on random audio clips about eating hot dogs or something. It's just, why? I remember that.
Still there. Careful, still there. Clear all around.
Well, I think what are we at, close to lap 100 now? Actually, well over 100, because we had 80 in the first stage, 60, oh, so we're at like, what, lap 134, I guess? So we're closing in
Careful, still there.
on the halfway point. And Ryan Blaney and friends are still behind me. And it's the anxiety levels are definitely
Careful,
rising.
still there. Nobody out back.
No one played 2011 long enough to notice. Oh my god. That in NASCAR 09, I played so much. More than I ever should. I mean, you can just look at my playlist history. There was 700 videos of the Weird Wreck series. The Douche series, where I find, like, people being terrible online. Which... almost 10 years later, some of those are getting age restricted because the word douche is in the title. And I truly don't care because they're like 10-year-old videos. But it's funny. Also, my controller battery has stopped vibrating. My controller has stopped vibrating. So, I am on death's door with this freaking car with the batteries. At some point, I'm just gonna go. It's gonna die, and I'm just gonna nail a wall. That's exactly what is going to happen, unless we get another yellow. That I can swap out batteries, but not surprising that this controller battery pack in particular is on its end, because we did 12 hours almost non-stop of Richmond. So, totally not surprising there.
Clear outside.
Some of the weird wreck videos. The weird wrecks. from 2011. Some of those got age restricted. And I don't even know why, because there's no bad words in the video. Unless it's like the people I'm like talking to in Xbox live chat said something like a curse word. I don't know. But those were deemed like unmonetizable. It's just like, wow. Wow, YouTube is super soft now. Way to like age restrict, but way to unmonetize like 13-year-old videos that existed like a decade and a half before these new ad policies became a thing. Really trying to show me a lesson. Because clearly, like, you know, 17, 18-year-old me knew that that was going to happen in 2024. Also, we lost the lead. And also, Truex is a lap down, and that really upsets me.
Clear right. Wave them guys
And we
off.
get a yellow.
Caution's out.
That's perfect time for me to swap out my battery, and I dropped the battery pack on the freaking... Alright. Let's get those new ones in. This is actually my last one, so I have to go to the store and get more batteries. Which is scary. I'm glad that caution came out, but that ruined a green flag run. As it was just getting interesting, because we were just passing people. So now that's gone. That's yellow number 7. Crew mode on 2011 was too easy. It damn was. It was. If I qualified every race, I probably would win 34 of the 36 races.
Out.
I'm almost certain, because Auto Club was really tough. Same as Pocono, so maybe 33, but I would have won like over 30 races for sure. So that's why I didn't qualify. I remember when 2011 was released, we all got the pre-order and everyone went back to NASCAR 9. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. People went back to NASCAR 9 after when 2011 came up, because 2011 was so terrible.
Clear low, bud. Clear and behind you.
And it was a shame because they shut down the servers, I think later in 2011, it was in like September, so you're only able to play the NASCAR 09 online after 2011 came out for another 6 more months. Which is a shame. Because I'm sure if that was still up, people would probably still be playing that today. Because the online at Daytona and Talladega, which sadly that's like what most people run at, it was fun.
Bottom looks good. Careful, still there.
Also, we did just lap Truex, so I wonder if he's going to get back on. I wonder if he got the lucky dog or something. I don't know. I should have paid more attention to that, but I was trying to fix my damn controller batteries.
Right side. Clear all around.
What's weird is in my practice runs, right, I did like a 25% race length. And on 4 times wear, and I was able to have green flag pit stops and everything. I don't know why in this particular race today I can't even get close to that. I don't know why the AI are just wrecking so much. And we only had 1 DNF, and that's of Chastain, so I don't know why they're doing this so much. There's Ryan Blaney being dumb. Couldn't even fully capitalize on that because I didn't even hit the bottom lane properly. Now I'm just sweat moding. Trying to keep up with Blaney. Which I really don't even think I need to do that hard because I think lap traffic is going to hold him up anyways. It's a good thing we catch lap traffic in like 10 laps, it feels like, or 15. Because that's going to be good. If we have like a short run to the end and I'm not leading, I'm in bad shape. I know I'm not going to win it because I can't even run Blaney down on my own straight up.
Last 10 laps, you gotta focus.
Well, if he runs up to the high side, that really helps. Also, that was my fastest lap ever I ran a few laps ago. 19.6. Never done that before.
Careful, still there. Clear high, clear high.
Oh god, yeah, I remember I remember the 2011 trolls. I always used to hate it. I just never really found the videos funny. Even as a dumb 16-year-old as myself, I didn't really find them entertaining because it's just like, why would you just want to inconvenience people?
Clear outside.
I don't know, it never seemed funny to me. But this was during the Xbox Live era, so I'm sure the reactions were pretty damn good. So I totally see why I had an audience. I guess it never grabbed my attention.
Still there.
Also, Truex about to go lap down again. Or never mind, he's just 24th. Never mind, he's just trash. He's running just like his real life counterpart, almost. How realistic.
5 to go. You got this.
Does this mean stage 3 is going to be really long? Like 270 laps or something? Or it's going to be a long stage. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but
All clear.
I thought maybe we'll get to Blaney. Oh, especially if he runs up high. That helps us out. This is going to be like the spring Martinsville in 2017 where Stenhouse was like a lap car holding up the leaders, and it kind of led to an interesting stage finish because of it. I remember that. Yeah, he's still getting held up. He is just choking. He is gobbling up that chokage.
Still there.
And here we Shimon. Got to swipe in here. Maybe take the lead. Ty Dillon's gonna hold me up. I don't have anywhere to go. What is he? He changed his line mid-corner. What a scrub.
Still there.
Come on, just get to the inside. Just get down there. Come on. There we go. There we go. 3. Ooh, boy. 3 wide.
Clear all around. Clear right.
White flag, stage 2.
Flag. It'll be the checker.
Brad, hold him up.
Now.
Thank you. Back until he would go. We'll sweep the stages, but barely. Lap traffic had to really save us again.
No pressure from behind.
Oh boy. But that's a stage 2 dub in the books.
Great job.
William Byron 3rd, that's funny. Oh boy, a lot of cars lapped down. Harrison Burton's still running good. Eric Jones almost running at real life, like, top 15. So good for him. Denny Hamlin's a lap down. We only have 16 cars on lead lap, but last stage about to commence. Got 25 seconds on a timer. All right. Last stage might be 217 laps, maybe. I'm not sure. It should be something like that, factoring in caution laps. That's our 8th yellow.
Got a car high now. Clear right.
217, okay. It feels like every year the stage length changes slightly. It's never always the same. Because was it really like this in 2022 where the last stage was like 217 laps? I don't know. I thought real life stage 2 from this weekend, stage 2 was like over 100 laps? Like 120? But then the last stage was, I don't know, like 190, 98? I don't know. It just feels like the stage is a little bit longer than last year's, but I might be wrong. It feels like every year they change the stage lengths to something else, but it's almost nearly the same. But we're leading. Only one DNF of Chastain. And William Byron second, which again, the game's trying to replicate reality. But I refuse to let a Hendrick car win. Oh, that's adorable again! Hendrick second, third, and fourth. And Larson, the worst of the Hendrick cars. That's just, that's adorable. While at the same time, being very disgusting. The game's trying. It wants to recreate, I don't know, Dover 2021. I don't know, Dover 22, where all Hendrick cars got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a nice gap on Byron currently. That was a classic case of overdriving the corner. Damn, how quick are we about to hit lap traffic? Did we restart like lap 184? Or 182? Like, that is like, almost 10 laps? Good for them. They're running up the high lane. That makes it easier for me to pass.
Stay to your left. Clear all around.
For a split second in my mind, I was about to think about doing a comparison discussion of who was better, Clint Boyer or Greg Biffle. And then I thought, well, never mind. Biffle has more. He's got more stats, more accomplishments than Boyer. So I immediately canned the idea until I brought it up out loud just for something to talk about. Because both Boyer and Biffle got second in points at one point in their career.
Stay left.
That was like the only similarity
Clear all around.
that was in my mind.
Right side. At your bumper. Clear high. Clear high.
So far, Byron is being honest. He's keeping me very, very honest. I can't really pull away from him. I think the biggest lead I had tonight was maybe 2 seconds. I really haven't been able to go out much further. But then again, we haven't had a long enough green flag run for that to even occur. Real Radman's always interesting. Also, they're about to hit.
Race is half over.
Did you hear that? Tony said the race is half over. We officially reached the halfway mark. It's still weird for me to see Martinsville be 400 laps. And also, did you notice? Because the race was shorter, because this was a narrative at one point, just because the race was shorter didn't make the race any better. Who would have thought? Wow, what a concept. It didn't change anything. So that was funny.
Stay on the bottom here.
Funny no one brings that up now. That was like a big talking point in like 2021 or something.
Car outside. Hold your
Or
line.
maybe 2020. Somewhere around there.
Outside by himself. Clear right.
Also, Byron is right there at my caboose. And I'm scared. Also, we got a mountain of lap cars. And my car is getting looser. Also, Truex no longer 24th. Woo! Get out the party sirens. Truex no longer 24th. He is moving. He is shamoning his way up through the field. Poor Kyle Larson. Started on pole. Still 21st. He's on fire in 21st. That doesn't make any sense. We're about to lap Harrison Burn, but I think he was the one that got lapped down, got the lucky dog. Never mind. Truex still 25th. I thought he was maybe 19th. I don't know. I thought he was passing cars, but nope. Never mind.
Got one up.
And Byron is still there at my kabuki.
Clear high. Clear high.
That's not a word for butt. That's literally a Japanese term for like play. A kabuki play.
Still there. All clear.
Kabuki sounds like Ibuki. And that makes me happy. Because I love
Still
Ibuki.
there. You're all clear up top. Outside. Outside. Still there.
How did I not think of freaking...
Got one down low
I was
now.
mentioning that like I mentioned like 4 Danganronpa girls I liked like right off the bat. How did I not mention Kaede? She's in that top 5 somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe 5th. Maybe 5th. But why did I not think of that initially? I don't know. I like sushi. What if? Ew! 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 JC, get that out of my frickin' face. I don't want frickin' meow meow special. That's not even what sushi is. What am I talking about?
Got a car low now. All
Yup,
clear.
JC's got me on a food tangent now. That scares me. JC just eats the scariest of things. He's gotta calm down on his frickin' his eating habits. And can William Byron stop being behind me? He just refuses to go away. It's been a nice green flag run though. About 30 laps, just about.
Stay on the bottom here. You're all clear up top.
Eric Almirola is up here too, just want to point that out. It is now a 3-car battle for the race lead. That could change in a moment's notice. So I'm petrified.
Outside, outside. All clear, no pressure from behind.
Also, in Kamikaze's like reacting to his race reviews, there was a comment saying that I was the second most hated NASCAR content creator at one point. When was that a thing? I never knew that. When was I the second most hated? How? Why am I so high? I feel like I've been like so mostly irrelevant this whole time. Why would I be second place? Who is first? Kamikaze? I don't know. I learned that today. I guess that's what that person thought, but I never knew that. I found that interesting.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
JC, you need to listen to the Blue Moon album. That will get you in the right feels. Does the blue moon ever shine on you? So fuck this. Once a stream, it's starting to become a thing now. Once a stream, I just start singing. Add that to the freaking the Wheel of Fortune. All you do is race the green. I don't know. I guess I'm just super hated. Maybe it's because of the things I like on Twitter. Because, oh no, watch out. There's boobs. There's cleavages. Oh, a butt. Look out. It's just too haunting for the eyes. Watch out. If that's the worst thing, they gotta find something better. Oh, I might lose the lead. Oh, I almost lost it. But we're good. That was close. Now it's a 4-car battle. What is this? Now we got Chase Elliott in the mix of this as well, and Bowman's not even that far back. Oh, we finally got Zane Smith holding him up. Finally, a lap car in between me and second place. It's like the first time it's happened this entire time. I've been like a gateway for cars to pass me. What if over here having a seizure? I'm not. I don't think I am.
Still there. Watch the car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's gonna be pitting. Nobody out back.
We're entering our pit window. That's kind of early for them to pit still.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there. Pitting car just ahead.
Oh, God, I don't know what car is pitting and what's not. I'm just gonna stay up high. Allmendinger's pitting. That was scary. .9, so yeah, the tire degradation has definitely kicked in. I'm definitely... Oh boy, what, a second and a half off the... Oh my God, Custer was wanting to pit. I did not know. He was trying to turn me. My plan, like with any heat game, stay out as long as possible, because you truly don't know what's going to happen. It's really never a good idea to pit super early with the AI in this game. And Byron's still staying out. I'm riding the curb. That's never good. But yeah, oh, Byron's pitting, yeah. I was just thinking of that. I don't know how much more I can push it. Maybe one more lap. Because now since Byron's pitting, this is mainly the lead pack's pitting, so I don't want them to get too big with undercuts, so I think now is the appropriate time to head down pit road, get our green flag pit stop,
Bring her in. You're low on
go
gas.
from there. So 30 miles an hour, nobody hit me. Here we go. A little bit too slow, but we'll get our 4 tires and fuel. 9 repair damage because there's no damage. Without your depressing 90s Toby music. But it's I love that album. I love it. Makes you wonder something about this game. Is it possible to add Gen 4s? Would it be faster? The thing is, I think High TV mentioned it, or somebody mentioned it. Maybe Sanok mentioned it, but there is something you can do where you can make yourself faster, but there's nothing in the game where you can make the AI themselves go faster. So they're kind of like capped at a certain speed. So if you want to get to be like a Gen 4 car, it is possible for yourself, but you can't make the AI faster. So I think the only realistic way to do it would probably be to maybe make a Gen 4 body, but can't really do anything else beyond that.
Alright, dig. Got one peeking outside.
So we're actually going to cycle out into the lead still. Which is really surprising considering the fact that they undercutted me. They should have gained a lot more time. But in fact, I gained time. So maybe they're getting a whole lot more on pit road than what I dealt with. I don't really know. I'm trying to make it make sense. But that was a successful green flag pit stop. I don't know what Ty Gibbs, you're scaring me.
Stay low. Clear all around.
So, a salted caramel candle. Don't know what that's. I almost said. I don't know what that sounds like, or smells like. That's what I'm trying to say. But it sounds good. 8 p.m. stream, start time, alcohol, and karaoke. I don't think chat wants to see me on alcohol. If I'm this weird and bizarre, sober, what is alcohol gonna do to me? The only way I get, like, freaking, I'll do karaoke is if someone pays me a big enough amount of money. I'm not doing that willingly. Because I can't sing. What if should buy candles to listen to them? Stop! Stop!
Still there. All clear.
That sounds like something I would do. Like a WhatiFRacing candle review. It's like, oh, I listen to these candles all the time, and they smell good. And it's like, what are you talking about? You're just talking about listening to them. Why would you matter about smelling them? And it's just like, it's like a confused review. Should make a video series reviewing how good candles sound. Oh no. Oh no. Hi West. Hello West Edits. Oh man, you joined at an awkward time. I was just talking about listening to candles. I guess technically candles would bring a sound of the flame. So it's not as insane sounding as what JC's making it out to be. Can you come out of the basement, please? Why do you keep doing this to yourself? No one's forcing you to stay in the basement. You can come out whenever you please. That's like Moobs' alter ego Star Child that is always left in the basement. You don't want to be stuck down there with him. Dude's trying to assault him. Get out! You get out of there right now. That's a bad combination. You change your name to What If Candles? Maybe. Maybe. Instead of my acronym being like WIR, it's gonna be WIC. You once ate a Bob the Builder tool-shaped book as a... You know what? You know what's funny? They made Bob the Builder shaving kit I was like 8 or 9 years old. Maybe younger. I don't know. I was at this house, so I was at least 7. But my mom got me like a Bob the Builder shaving kit where you get to pretend to shave. I remember owning that. And I was pretending to shave with that. The wick. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's got a proper candle pun and everything. That's too fitting. I was born to review candles. But yeah, I had a Bob the Builder shaving kit, and it existed so kids can practice shaving. Don't know why that existed, but I found it cool as a 7 or 8 year old. Also, we've amounted a very nice lead. This is definitely our biggest lead of today. I'm losing brain cells. I'm sorry, Phantom. I'm just reciting stories of my youth.
Careful, still there.
Oh my god, there is one story. There is one story. So at one point we first moved up here, we had a quad. It was a Honda Recon. I don't know what the CCs were. I don't know if it was like 350, but I know it was a Honda Recon. It was red. It was like a 2002 one. So for a brief period of time, I was really into quads. So I would kind of rip around the yard, and the way my yard is, from like how it separates from like the driveway to like the regular ground, there'd be like a little hump. And the hump was just big enough to actually ramp off of and get air. So I would do that. I had like my own like lap or circuit around the track, like that I would make up for myself.
Stay to your left.
And I was chewing gum,
You're clear.
and I wanted to spit it out as I was driving. And for whatever reason, this one time I was trying to spit out the gum, it would not come out of my mouth. So I'm just sitting there like, couldn't do it. So as I'm turning my head to do that, I ran right into a tree in my yard. I fucking hit the goddamn tree with the quad going like maybe 5 miles an hour or 10. I don't know, but I fucking hit it.
Still there.
So trying to spit out gum.
Inside.
It was just a bad time. I like almost knocked the tree over and everything. Like I ripped it almost out of its roots. It still lives. It still exists today.
All right, clear outside.
But yeah, I in that case I truly could not chew gum and drive a quad at the same time. It really was just that hard. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why that gum would not come out of my mouth properly that day, but I learned what it felt like to hit a tree. I just can't, it's just such a bizarre thing. Yeah, I'm done, I can't. I'm sorry. Well, the good thing is this happened when I was like 10. This isn't something that like happened last year. I'd be even more embarrassed if that happened like recently. Because I remember I was really big into quads because ATV Off-Road Fury 2 just came out.
Nobody out
So this might have been like... Well, no, because I had the quad in 2002. I was really into ATV Off-Road Fury 1. That came out in 2001. So 2002 was like the year I was into quads for a couple years. And that tree incident might have happened in 2004 because I know that ATV Off-Road Fury 2 recently came out. So it might have been around 2004.
Still there.
You F trees and houses. I wish I had that type of game. You would love the movie Monster House then. It's not really the exact premise, but you know what? You might be able to have an emotional connection to that movie.
All clear.
It's a good movie. I liked it. We're gonna start Let's Play AT Off Review 2. Whenever I have time, which seems like I don't have extra time to do anything other than the season mode and the live stream, so I don't know. But damn it, I wish I could.
Still there.
So my lead has shrunk.
Nobody
It
on
was
back.
like 5 seconds at one point? It's dwindled. That's not great.
Stay to your left. Outside, outside. All clear.
How did you know it was to... me and my numbers, in my memory with just years, is shockingly, disturbingly good, and it really concerns me. I feel like there is like an autistic part of me that likes numbers, and that's maybe where it stems from, which I kind of consider a cool thing to have. Would not be surprised if I had some form of autism that I've not been diagnosed with. It would not shock me if I actually had something. Chase Elliott has caught me, by the way. I think Chase Elliott has finally... He's fast. Oh! What the... Is he pitting? Look at that! Look at that in the track map. What is he doing? What is happening? They're pitting again? Some cars just pitted a second time, like, 10 laps early? Why? Those cars in particular with the lead packs, I don't know why they stayed out, or why did they pit? What is happening? I am extra confused now. That is very bizarre. I'm so lost with the pit logic going on right now. I don't know why they're pitting. I don't know. Chase Elliott looks like Forky now. Finally, someone understands, and we get a yellow. Oh god, there's a lot of cars a lap down. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh boy. Well, that's not great. Everybody's pitting though, so what is that? Caution number 9, I think. Choke Elliott. Almirola not pitting. I don't understand that decision. He did eventually pit. I don't know why. Oh, maybe Almirola DNF'd? Because he's not in the top 5 anymore. Oh no. Rip Almirola. Yep, he's on pit road. Oh no. Oh, that's upsetting. He was genuinely competitive. That was a long green flag run. That went 70 laps just about. On 3 times wear, even had a pit cycle. That's impressive. Longest run of the day. Buffalo. I didn't even know Burger King had Buffalo Nuggets. Don't have a strong immune system. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Also, at some point we must have lapped Christopher Bell because he's right behind me, but he's a lap down. don't remember passing him. But then again, I was going on a bunch of random stories, so it makes sense I would not remember. But as I was about to say before the yellow came out, finally someone understands that Chase Elliott looks like Forky. It makes sense. When you look at Forky and you look at Chase Elliott, I was about to, oh my god, I was about to say Chase Elliott was from Toy Story 4. Forky's from Toy Story 4, not Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's real. God damn. Glad I caught myself on that one. But, yeah, we look at Forky from Toy Story 4 and then Chase Elliott, you see there is a resemblance. And it's quite amusing. Oh my god. Well, we got a lead. Not a great lead, but a lead nonetheless. About 276. We got about 125 laps to go. 124 when we hit the line. So this is now basically a 25% race of a 500 miler. Another 24 laps will be a normal 25% of this race length. So, are we sure Chase Elliott is real? That is a good question. That is a question worth pontificating over. Because sometimes I wonder, is this just a thing that I guess is just now being realized, or was this always a thing? But I always remember Chase Elliott being kind of interesting from like 2014 to 2021. And it's just like the last few years, it's just like sucked the life out of him, and now he's boring. Or was he always this way, and I'm just now noticing? I don't know. But also, if he gets voted most popular driver again, I'm going to be very upset. For a driver that's supposed to be most popular, and to be so boring and not wanting media limelight at all, why is he popular? Why put him in this position? Why keep voting for someone that is boring? Frickin' go with Denny Hamlin. I hate him, but goddamn, he's interesting at least. That's another yellow. That's our 10th yellow. Bowman's pitting. So did Bowman blow a tire? If so, how? He just got out of pit road. So I just don't understand what is happening in this event. Christopher Bell's 10th. Michael McDowell's gonna get on lead lap before Bell. Just want to let that settle in. JC's boy Busher's 8th. I'm sure JC's like, lol. That's what he did. That's what JC did. Yeah, Bowman's the only one that pitted, which might be really bad for us now that I think about it.
We're going green.
Oh boy.
Green flag. Outside by himself. All right, clear outside.
Well, he would have had maybe 10 lap pressure tires in the field. I don't know how big of a difference that's going to make at this point. I guess we'll find out and see if Bowman's going to be really fast. That's the only way we're going to find out. One thing I always liked in the SRX game, or even the world, maybe it's in the, I think it's in the SRX game. But basically, no matter what, you can flip through all the you know, the leaderboard, lap info, car info, and stuff. But it always keeps up the amount of laps that you have, or the total. Like, it'll always show, like, lap 286 out of 400, lap whatever. It'll always keep that up. Which I'm really glad that they, you know, they did that, because it is weird that it goes away. You would think that would always be a thing you want the player to absolutely know, instead of it being updated once a lap. If you want to, like, focus on the leaderboard, or your car info. Like, that should be guaranteed stuff to always have up on screen. Just a weird, that's a weird decision. Not a fan of that. Glad that was fixed in SRX, and as well as in Woo Dirt Cars, World of Outlaws, Open Bagel season, or whatever. I don't know what it's called anymore. The game that has too many series. to the point where you can't even roleplay right, because by the time you get in the World of Outlaws, you're going to be running for like 60 seasons, and your driver's going to be like 80, 90 years old. So I can't really roleplay properly.
Come and see quick. All clear.
That's a case where it's just too bloated. I would still be probably doing career mode videos if I was doing that like 3 times a week. I guarantee I would still be doing that. That was such a... It was... The craziest thing is, I think I had one of the biggest blow-ups on the channel because of that game for like a month. When I look at Social Blade, and my view spikes went up so much when that game came out. I don't know why or how that worked, but the algorithm apparently liked me playing it at one point. That's kind of... It's wild to think about. I don't know what it was when it initially came out, because the timetable doesn't... The thing doesn't go back that far, because it initially was so long ago. As sad as that is. But... Does that mean Denny would be like if he doesn't win? Probably. Honestly, I think that's going to happen. It's happened with every driver in any era. We saw that with Gordon when he wasn't winning as much. We saw that with Dale Earnhardt when he had his almost 2-year losing drought. It'll happen. It happened to Kyle Busch, even though he really hasn't had a losing a year without a win. But the tables turned with Kyle, so it'll probably happen with Hamlin if he goes like 1 season without winning. I'm sure there will be more people probably being on his side to some extent. It's always happened. Would not be surprised it happening again. You should have finished. You should finish that career mode. There's even more series. I remember booting it up because I was gonna try to do a bunch of off-camera stuff to get to like something later. So I think I tried that like 4 months ago. Maybe it was even longer than that. It could have been 6 months ago. I don't remember, but I found out that there's like more series. I think there's like 20 now, or something. I don't know. It's like a crazy number. And that just deterred me from wanting to play it even more, because like that's just ridiculous. You can't be having a career mode where there's 20 different things to win a championship in, and the races are so long. Obviously, you can change the race length, but still, the fact that you have to go through 20 different series, like, it would be like if you made...
Got a car coming inside now.
Is that Logano for position? That is Logano for position. Okay, gotta watch out for that. It'd be like if with the new iRacing game, if they add in like, 4 series, but then they made it like so impossibly hard that it would take you like 60 years to get into the Cup Series.
Still there.
I don't know.
Clear right.
It's just I don't want to deal with it. And the views weren't even justifying me continuing it anyways. Like, if I was still doing them, it would get like maybe 100 views. Maybe 50. I don't know. It would it would not justify putting all that spare time into it just to get like $1 off it. It really is not worth the time. From that perspective. Moves overrated. What if the GOAT? Hi, Bumble. I'm humbled to hear that. I am the GOAT. I like to think so. Hello, Bumble. Your boy Bowman running respectively in 5th. He's been competitive this whole stream. I mentioned you at one point, and Bowman was running 2nd. So, shout out to that. So, we are officially about to hit 100 laps to go. So, now this has officially reached a 25% race length event. And don't know how this race is going to unfold now, because technically Bowman's got 10 lap fresher tires than us, so that might be good. I mean, he's not really gaining on me as quickly as I was thinking. He's been running respectively his whole life. In real life. Yeah, he got top 10. He's doing a lot better this year compared to last year, so I like to think that he's going to turn things around and, have a good year. Maybe snag a win or 2. I hope so. Oh man, I just realized JC's boy Logano's second. Ew. I can't let him win now. Definitely over. I think I'm underdriving the corners now. I usually have more of a problem overdriving, but now I'm just having a problem underdriving because I'm in the curves. Ryan Preece is fourth. Just want to point that out. That's funny. Logano tried. Busher and Logano are JC's boy. I guess boys, plural. And that's a yellow. Damn, we were getting close to the pit window. Another, like, 11 laps, probably. Why is it called grilled cheese when you're not making it on a grill? I know! I know! I don't understand that either. Why is it a hamburger when there's no ham in it? It upsets me. It should be called bun. Bun burger. Snorting mustard just sounds like a bad time. I like a little bit of mustard on something, but like, I don't want to be doused in it. Like, it's just it's too strong. Everyone's pitting here, so another DNF, and that's Zane Smith. There we go. I strategically kept Logano up on the outside there to make sure Ryan Preece can take second place to make JC mad. So you'd be like, that's what JC is doing right now. He's punching his freaking television set. What if? How dare you hate make Logano be on the outside? That's what he's doing right now. Technically you are a asshole, what if? I don't know why he's trying to be like Johnny Bravo now. Tony said outside normally. I don't know. I can't believe that. That doesn't sound right. That was our, I think, 11th yellow. Weird how we had so many yellows in stage 2. We had like 6. And then we only had 1 in 80 laps in stage 1. So weird how stage 2 is our most wreck-filled part of the race. Now stage 3, I think this is only our 2nd yellow? Or maybe it was our 3rd, I don't know, but it's not going bad. JC ain't getting out of bed, do that shit. That's just boring. Boo, JC. How dare you not punch your television set? Well, 3 cars have DNF'd on infrequent mechanical failures, so I'm surprised we had any. We're building a gap on Ryan Preece, though I don't know if that means much because unless we get green flag pit stops, they're gonna be right behind me like the whole time. So I still have to sweat it out. So Ryan Preece is holding up Logano, I think. I don't think he's as fast as Logano, so there's a bit of a problem going on back there. Logano ran the outside there in 3 and 4. That's disgusting. Bowman's 10-lap tire advantage that previous run before that yellow didn't really seem to help him. In fact, he's doing better now with equal tires than that, so that seems strange to me. No, JC, don't punch yourself. That's I don't want that. I want JC to do like an exposed video where he has like a suit on and he's like really professional and it's like really dramatic lighting. And I want him to like calmly and thoroughly explain how everybody got his challenge wrong in NASCAR 05 and say how a bunch of nincompoops they all are. Because I'll never not understand how JC's Daytona challenge got botched, and also how Real Radman never gave credit to the original idea of the challenge. Moobs did, because Moobs is freaking awesome. But Radman never did. He never even acknowledged the context of the story. He just said he was aware of it, but never showed. He never gave credit, and that upsets me. Why do they gotta do my boy JC like that? Someone paused the video as they went to run for an errand or something and didn't realize that it was a live stream and it's gonna still keep going without him. I've been there before. I know that feeling. Bowman second. Bumble. Your Bowman boy is running P2. Look out. This game is... Oh, Tony finally did it. He did the outside, but like he accentuated all the words. Van Gisbergen running... Oh, I was looking at Gisbergen. No. Bowman, no. Not like this. Get that lead back, yeah. Ugh. Oh, no. Come on, Justin Haley, hold him up. Oh, he's holding him up. Yes. Run away. There's no more lap cars at all for a while. You forgot that was a thing. That's a thing with What If. I don't forget. For better or for worse. Also, a strange thing that happened way back in like Heat or NASCAR Ignition when that game was first coming out. I remember Radman referenced me. He's like, "Oh, Brian's gonna like the stats." It's like, who on the YouTube platform refers to me as Brian? It's What If. It's always been and has been What If. Just hearing that was so surreal. I guess it's kind of good to know that I'm referred to as like the stat guy, or that's like what I'm remembered for. I did the infamous Heat 2 rant thing when that was that kind of like blew up, or it was like, I guess it was as popular at the time. Yeah, I remember I had like a bit in that where I purposely like throw the controller, but I purposely had a pillow on my floor to make sure I wasn't actually destroying the controller. So there was that. Because yeah, it was ridiculous that the Heat 2 wasn't even gonna have stats, which is even more pathetic because with the last game they even had any capacity would have been like NASCAR 9, so we would have gone like 8 years up to that point without stats. And I'm not counting like NASCAR 2011 through 15 like race stats and like the loading screen, like actual career mode stats. So that was a whole tangent. Now we are at the point in the race where we have 22 left in the fuel. Ooh, that's a first race contact since the beginning of the race, I think. Yep, that's hood damage. So we can go as long as we can till probably there are like 20 laps in the tires, maybe like 20 in the fuel. So we'll be pitting with like 45 to go, so that'll be basically another fuel run just about, so it would make sense to just take 4 tires for that.
Clear all around.
Eat mustard on mustard. That's multiple layers of mustard right there. That's a bit too strong for me. I don't think I can physically do it. But you know what?
Right side.
I'm proud of you.
Clear all around.
How do you eat buffalo chicken nuggets? And your immune system doesn't like that, but then all that mustard doesn't do it. I don't understand that.
Inside. You got room. You're clear.
Mustard is mustard. That's a level of dedication I wish everyone had.
Careful.
I want everyone to have the same type of passion for something in particular like he has with mustard.
Stay to your left.
Wasn't this race in real life just under 3 hours or something? It's gonna be close. Well, considering I talked for like 43 minutes, I'm sure I like added onto it, but this race will definitely be under 3 hours with just the cautions probably making things go by quicker. But yeah, Bowman's just right up there behind me, just refusing to let me escape. I can't really pull away. Lap cars aren't being in between me and him. So none of it's helping.
Right side. All right, clear outside.
In this particular run, Bowman's AI is being very smart. Not going up to the high side and being really dumb.
Stay low, stay low. All clear. Careful, still there.
Let you out of the basement. I already did. What? Now you're just consciously keeping yourself in the basement. I gave you full permission to escape and get out of there. We'll be pitting in about another 8 laps, roughly. We'll definitely be cutting it really close on
Stay on
fuel.
the bottom here.
We're definitely going to be cutting. We're really going to be putting. We might actually have to stay as long as we can in this run here just to make it on fuel at the end. If the AI pit early, which it seems like they do, or at least they begin to do that like 6 laps before they pit, I don't know. They are going to be in some big problems. Because they're going to have to pit another time. And that's going to be a big uh-oh spaghetti-o for them in their race.
Got one outside now. All clear.
That's a lot of lap cars in front of me. Oh my lord. That's a great opportunity for Bowman to be held up finally. This might be our chance. We built up a tiny bit of a gap, so we just need one car between them. That hasn't happened. Some AI cars are already beginning to pit, as I prophesized.
Watch the car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's going to be pitting.
Yeah, them pitting early, they're not going to make it on fuel, so... They are all doing bad strats.
Clear outside.
Now, all the AI can hope for is just... bringing out a yellow. That's all they can hope for. Because with them pitting early, they pretty much screwed up their entire race. Because they're going to have to pit a second time. So fuel, you can only go like 46 laps. So they're like 4 laps out of the good.
Car outside. All clear. No pressure from behind. That car ahead of you is pitting.
Ryan Blaney is the last car to not pit. Or maybe he did pit. What is the... Never mind, he's just almost a lap down on pace. I don't know where he was running before. But we are in very good... Oh. Oh god, that complicates everything. That just made it way worse. So we're like... Oh man, I was gonna say, I was gonna be pinned there pretty soon. I was like next lap. How did they wreck after the pit cycle? I don't know. This just... It finally happened. We finally got, like, almost the entire field, like, a lap down. That's not good. But we can at least go to the end on this fuel. It leads to another basement. That's a good one. I like that. Well, now it's me and Ryan Blaney. Busher never got the free pass. Oh god, I didn't even get the waiver. It's just 2 cars now. That's another car that DNF'd.
Got one inside.
Well, we finally got to that point where there's only 2 cars on the lead lap. Me and Ryan Blaney.
Stay up against the wall.
Me and spiritually Dave 515, essentially. And we're there, we're to the inside. I like to clear him. He's run up high, he's doing the stupid lane. Instantly we go. We're good. That might have been the race right there, as long as we just hold our line. Because now everybody can make it on fuel to the end, no problem. Kind of curious how many laps I've led in this race. Feels like at least over 250. It's gotta be. So we have 4 DNFs. The last one is... Oh, it's Joey Logano. Ah! Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. That's good. Good stuff. Great race. 10 out of 10. Couldn't have truly asked for a better experience. My boy Truex gonna finish better than Logano, even though Truex is like multiple laps down. Hooray. He's not gonna beat Busher though. But he got one of them out of the way. That's wholesome. So Jordan Clark is, I'm assuming, running a same type of race I'm doing, but he's got 95 to go and I got 40. Well, unfortunately, it seems like I'm going to probably beat him to it. But, yeah. The sad thing is, even though Byron's winning a lot, it truly doesn't matter. Like, he can have 10 wins going into the playoffs, but it really doesn't matter because he could just completely not win the championship. He could maybe make it to frickin' Phoenix, but then, God forbid, he blows a tire or just doesn't have the best car and he'll lose the championship. So it doesn't even matter. It's sad, but, like, most of the season doesn't even matter. Like, he can, like we saw last year with Blaney, like, a person can peak at, like, race 30, and that's when it counts. So it doesn't matter. The person that's in the top 5 in points probably won't even be the championship factor, or it may not even play out that way. So it just doesn't matter. Championships don't really mean much anymore. So it's so sad. I wish it wasn't like that. Why on earth now am I really fast from Blaney? Like, this whole race, this entire race, they've always been right behind me. I have not been able to pull away at all. And now, right at the end, I'm just shredding them. Did Blaney take right side? Oh, no, he couldn't have taken right side because then he would have been first. So, I don't know what has happened to make them easier. But we're in good shape, boys. Well, I think I can safely say this was better than real life. I don't know by how much. And this interval is going to be bigger than what Byron had at the end of the race, where it was like a 2-second lead. So we've thwarted that ratio or difference. Interesting. Lost a little bit of time. It was like 5.2, and now went down to 4.4. So there was a difference, but then it went back up as I was saying it in the same breath. So never mind. Todd Gillen 11th, though. That's impressive.
On the bottom. All the way to the wall. Car there on the outside. Clear all around.
I don't even know what more to say. This race, the AI have let me down a little bit. I really expected them to be tough all the way to the bitter end, but that last yellow just kind of flipped everything upside down. We were brewing up something spicy. And then it just kind of just stopped. That yellow just snapped their mojo out of the they're just not in the same funky fast groove as they once were. If I've learned from the Ryan Blaney Texas fiasco, is that, you know what, maybe sometimes it's okay if a driver just wins the race because they were better.
Still there.
It's okay. Also, we're about to lap Busher again. who's running fourth. So I know he. I don't understand that.
Still there.
How come he didn't get the wave around of any capacity? I'm really lost on that logic.
Careful.
Because he
Still
should have. But nope, he's just perpetually lap down. Same with Bowman. It's like all the lead lap car or all the lap down cars got put back with the lap down. What has happened? Like they're definitely never ever getting their laps
there.
back.
To go.
And how do I have a 9-second lead on Ryan Blaney? Why is Hamill so slow?
Outside by himself. Clear all around. Careful. Still there. Nobody out back.
Well, if this were like a real life race, it would be like most of it being entertaining. And then we get to the end and it's just like, oh, he won by 10 seconds, so like it must not have been a good race. But it was. It really was for like 350 laps of this. And then the last 50 they just Blaney's just not fast anymore. And I don't know why it is developed in such a manner.
Still there.
Like we're about to lap the whole field almost. Did not think that was gonna be possible today, but here we are. That'd be crazy. Can I lap right? Can I actually lap him? Is that even that? We got enough time to do it.
Stay low. Right side. All clear. Stay on the bottom. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
I think Moves is doing Dirt Daytona tonight. Be very curious to see how many cars he can put a lap down. Oh, Haley, that might be hood damage. No, yeah, yep, hood damage. As I thought. Oh, that's loose. I'm always looking forward to JC's Wicked Racing reference screen grabs of the point situation, because that's where the real championship matters. It's so frustrating because last year's was going to be brewing up something really like interesting all the way to the end. Like you didn't need a freaking Final Four Battle Royale showdown to make it interesting. Like you don't need that with NASCAR. Like, not every year is guaranteed like greatness.
10 to go.
Like, should we just
Stay low.
have playoffs so Max Verstappen doesn't win as much F1 races? Like, should we start doing that? Like, stupid. It's just kind of taking a very bizarre turn right at the end. I don't understand why. Now all of a sudden, right at the end, the AI are just gonna act like complete chumps. And now I'm about to lap Ryan, like close to lapping Ryan Blaney. Like how? Why? All race long, they've been right behind me. Like, I really haven't had much of a chance to pull away. And now, this has happened. I've just... You know, just when I think I figured out this game, it throws something else into it where I just did not know. I guess maybe I would have found out if I did a 100% race, but I just didn't think I needed to do 100%. I thought 25 was, you know, pretty good rough estimate. But no, I guess I should just absolutely do 100% races all the time for practice. All the time.
Still there. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
I could see him. He is in my visor. That doesn't really make any sense, but...
Still there. All clear. Right side.
As much as I want to try to lap him
Clear right.
for clout, I don't think I'm going to have enough time. Man, if I'm at least going to lap a lot of cars, at least let me lap the whole damn field. If you're going to get me this close,
Clear all around.
that is so frustrating. That's such a tease. And he's run the outside line. Like, he is gift-wrapping me a chance to lap the whole field.
Looking outside now. 2 to go, driver.
2 to go. Can you imagine a NASCAR race like this now? Kyle Larson tried pretty close at North Wilkesboro to have that happen. Yeah, he's just stuck on the outside. With lap cars, too. That is such a tease. We're so close.
Lap this time.
White flag. It's official no matter what happens. We're not even going to get there. That is just... That is such a tease game. You can't do that. But you know what I can do
All clear.
is a mellow victory dance.
Driver, go get that checkered flag.
I didn't like that. I was a little off. But we did it. Ow. Oh yeah, dynamic camera angles for burnouts. Woo. Woo. Look at that 3-wheel action at Martinsville. Look at that. Freaking becoming my favorite sex position, a tripod. What does that mean? I think NASCAR 09 had something like this camera angle. Bye. Oh my god, TV camera angles. Yay. It's a little weird to drive. We're figuring it out. Sex position tripod. No, I broke Phantom with that statement. There is so much WhatiFRacing out of context. I don't even think there is context. There's just so many out of context things. Oh god. The fact that they took time to write, like, have, like, the fan signatures on the wall. What is that? I love... What is that? I love God? I love God Hensey? What is that? What does that mean? What is this subliminal messaging game? What is that? What does that mean? I think it's on the inside wall too, so they just like copied and pasted that. See, it's right there too. The I love. It's on this one too. They copied and pasted the frickin' wall writings from the top and bottom. God and Andy, I don't know. keep your shit to yourself. Is that a thing though? I don't see. That's the thing. I say things, but I don't know if that's a real thing. No one ever tried to look that up. I don't want to scare people. Well, is there anything on the back straight of the wall I can look at? Any goofs or gaffes I can laugh at? You know what I should do just because Logano DNF'd? Haha, I won. My race. My day. America. Suck plaid. I'm not Googling that. No, I'm not doing that either. I'm not Googling that. Also, it is cool that I can do a 360 burnout. And then immediately put it in reverse, do like a reverse burnout. That is... I am flexing my win in the pits. Oh, I literally ran out of time. I didn't even know there was a time limit for the victory burnout. Well, now I know. That's boring. Alright, let's look at the long replay. Maybe it'll show us some freaking wrecks or something happening. I don't know. Travis Pastrana is just a Mario Andretti wannabe. Damn. Damn. Press O on the... He'll show the logo. Really? That's a thing? Hold on. I don't think I have my... Jimmy John! Ah! Jimmy, you scrub! I was pressing O. There is... Oh. T. So Y changes that. Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. Jimmy Johnson frickin' wrecked and the replay showed it. As if this game could not give me more fuel to make fun of Jimmy Johnson or Jim Johnson or Jim John. It did. What lap was that on? I thought it was lap 90. Oh, it's all... Here we go. Jimmy Johnson chokes it. He blows a tire. Oh, Kyle Larson dumped him. Oh, he hit the barrels. Ah! Ah! Oh. Wow. Jimmy Johnson just gets run over by his old teammate, or I guess I don't know. It just hits the barrels. That is perfect. That makes me so happy. P. I'm hitting all the things on my keyboard. It is not bringing up the logo. I think I saw that in Murph's screen earlier today. Yeah, I'm hitting every key. Maybe it's on full race replay. I don't know. Oh, okay, it does work. Full race replay. You can do it with that. Okay. It doesn't work in the regular highlights. Okay. Okay. Now I know. Let's go to full replay again. Or the long replay so we can laugh at Jimmy choking. That's funny. Just, you know, I mean, as if this day could not get any better. Jimmy Johnson wrecking because of Kyle Larson. Really, really just puts an exclamation point on this race. I just have to see it one more time. Oh. Like, of all parts of the track, he hits the frickin' barrels. Oh, it's so funny. That's not a yellow. If that's like the only replay caution sort of thing that they're going to show, I will be absolutely fine with them only showing that. Because that is a perfect one. Oh, weird. Oh, no, never mind. Briscoe Rex turns right into the field and just calamity. Yep, more contact. That's a big stack up. He's like on 3 wheels. Now that's tripoding it. I don't know what led up to that. He just... Maybe I went like full free cam. Maybe I could see it, but I don't... That's gonna take too much time for me to figure out. So I think we had 12 yellows, 12 or 11, so it's still a lot for 400 laps. Yeah, West, I guess when you're away, I found that out. If you go to full race replay and then hit O, it will work. I like how it goes from lap 181 to 351, as if like nothing happened. And we get a replay for Joey blowing it today. Oh, he blows a tire and now he's wiggle wobbling on the back straightaway. What is that? That is stupid. Joey Logano embarrassed himself in front of a live audience today. So this is why the AI wreck, because like they're like intentionally trying to bring it up. Because look at this like wiggle moving back and forth like that. That is some Carson Hocevar levels, and Logano brought himself down to that level to bring out that yellow. What a scrub! Lap 351 or 358, nothing happened. Then lap 400's the end. So we got 3 of those wrecks on replay. So the other 8, I'm assuming it's probably for like the same type of stuff. Tripoding it. Is that another position? I don't know. But car being on 3 wheels, I feel like I've said that for years. Or if a car has been on 3 wheels at Martinsville, it's just like tripoding it. That or like Canadian Tire. Also, he nearly flipped going straight. I don't understand how that works. That's just a classic NASCAR Heat 5 jank if I've ever seen it. We'll look at that one more time because it is just very peculiar. Look at that. It's on 2 wheels. He turned so hard to the right, his car went on 2 wheels. He almost got flipped because of that, if he got hit at the right angle. But yeah, I'll show it here since... Yeah, so if I hit O on the full race replay, it brings up the logo. Which, that would have been really convenient if I had that for the thumbnail, because it would have been a lot easier. And logo's not really that big, so it doesn't really get in the way. So that would have been really helpful when I was doing the thumbnail today. Now I know, though. Anyways, let's look at the rest of the race results. Obviously, we got the grandfather clock. We're in victory lane. We're just the Alpha Chads, the Alpha Omega of the Omegas. And all that. But thank you, Wes, for the advice. Oh. That's definitely plaid shirt. Fire suit. Plaid car. Let's look at the rest of this. So, Chase Elliott with the fastest lap, 19.5. No way we're going to be able to get that. We led the most laps. Oh my god, 311. I didn't think I led that much. So, most of that was, I think, probably most of that we didn't even lead in stage 1. So, what, 80 laps of that? So, after that point, after stage 1, did we not lead all but 9 laps? Is that what this game is trying to tell me? That is disgusting. That is hauntingly mortifying. But that's our... Apparently it was done in 2 hours, 13 minutes. That is actually really fast. I thought it would have been a little bit longer than that, but now we know what that length can produce. But yeah, every car lap down except for Ryan Blaney. Our actual race winner in real life ended up getting 7th. Chris Buescher 10th. Harrison Burton 9th. Allmendinger 11th. Truex ended up 17th. Almost exactly where he ran in real life, where he ended up finishing 18th. So that was shockingly close. And we had 4 DNFs. Larson 23rd, even though he was on fire. So I don't know how that happens. But Jim Johnson, 26th. He beats Kyle Busch. Gisbergen. Tyler Reddick bad. Ross Chastain first to blow up. Almirola next, then Zane Smith, and then Logano, and then Chandler Smith 19 laps down. That is yucky. Blanky was the... Yeah, it was the only one. It happened right at the end of the pit cycle with like 50 to go. 45 to go, something like that. And we were going to be pitting in like the next lap, and then the yellow came out like the worst time and trapped everyone lap down. And for some reason, it never put Bowman on the lead lap, even though he was third, like 1 lap down. It just never gave... It gave like 8th and 9th place a wave round. I don't understand how any of that worked, but that is what happened. Even if that yellow came out like right after pit cycle, I think there was only 6 on the lead lap before then anyway, so it wasn't that much different. But now we know this was like, what, 2 hours and 13 minutes? And we won by 18 seconds. Almost could have lapped frickin' Ryan Blaney there. Still play NASCAR 08 on a 360. I love that game. Yeah, steering assist on high makes it more playable. Yeah, graphically, it's a good looking game. Your guys finished 2nd, 8th, and 20th. Who are your good fellows? Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott. Then 20th would be then Brad. Ooh, well, that's good to know. You must be so happy your mega baddies are not 2nd. You're like, ha ha ha! I get to eat my mac and cheese now. What does that mean? I don't know. I like mac and cheese. That just came up in my mind. Anyways. I think that's it. 3 hour, 14 minutes. Goodbye, Martinsville. That was a fun race. I don't know what more I could have added to make that harder. I could have adjusted their tire wear, so it's more on, I guess, I could have made their tire or their fuel consumption less, or I guess slower. I don't know how much slower that would be. Like, would they be pitting at like the same time as me, but not 6? Like, I would have to figure all that out because I don't know. Hi, JD Land. Hi. Thank you for being a sponsor, or it says sponsor, but it's really a member for 13 months. I appreciate that. And also, because I didn't do it at the beginning, I have to thank my channel members. Speaking about members, thank you, channel members, for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. It means a lot, goes a long ways. We've kind of gotten back down to like normality now instead of all the gifted ones. We're back to about where we had before. So thank you. Obviously, me above there, giving my members like a stare down, keeping you in check for the Nectarine Club because, you know, we're exclusive, we're elite. It may not be the biggest group in the world, but it's one that is strong. And also, I adjusted the member thing a little bit. So, it goes more towards like the longest member, because the one I had was like the most updated. Like I guess like most recently updated, but I changed it now so it goes towards just the longest ones in order. So obviously you have WinValve first, NASCAR 48 second, Dave Hunter third, Golf Kid fourth, Scott McNew fifth, etc., etc. So that's cool to know that Golf Kid's in my top 5. Same with Scott McNew, that's also cool. Jordan Clark's right up there in the top 10. Same with Mexican Link, so yeah, JD Land's up there in the top. I think that's literally 10th, because I think there's 12 in each row. So JD Land's officially 12th in my best fans area. But yeah. Thank you, channel members, as always. I appreciate it. So before everybody skedaddles on to Moves' stream, that's it. Yeah. That was a stream. I thought that went good. That was really nice just to have a normal, like, 3.5 hour stream. That made me happy. And that was good. Don't know if we're going to do this with Texas next week on this game. I'm not really sure. I don't know what I want to do with Mondays anymore. Maybe I'll take a week off from Monday just to rest, because I've been doing these Monday streams for a couple months now. Maybe I just want a week off from that. Thursday Night Thunder, that's still going to be like Thunder 03. The fantasy season. I got to do practice for that, so I kind of know how to race those tracks, because those tracks I'm not really familiar with. So that'll be kind of like an ongoing like 8-week series. So that'll be kind of fun to do for a little bit. But did the car pass inspection? I don't think it did, because I hit some walls in my celebration. So maybe not. Text is going to be ass. It's going to be ass, but how assy is it? Is it going to be... It might be like a full one or like a half one. I don't know. But it might be better than Martinsville by some capacity. Texas sounds like a good weekend to take out. It does. I need a good old sized big Texas vacation. Texas sized vacation. I couldn't even get that right. Well, what I'm going to do now, as I'm watching Moves' stream, I'm going to have some freaking Chips Ahoy with some Milky. So I'm going to hop on to that. Wait, hold on. I got to actually bring up my... Oh my god, I didn't even get my freaking end card ready. There we go. Alright, we got it. It'll be better than Richmond. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to be like JC. Hold on. It'll be better than Richmond. That's JC. Also, what if please let me out of the basement, please, dog? I don't want to be stuck in the... I've said like 3 different times, it's okay, you can come out. What do you use the microwave for? Good question, Golf Kid. Hold on, I need my glasses. I need to be smart looking for this point, for this segment. Good question. So, I don't use it as much as I used to. I still use it. It's mainly just for reheating foods. Like if I ever have pizza, or if I ever want mac and cheese, or one of those like complete like instant meal dinners or whatever, I use that. And it's quite convenient. So that's primarily what it's used for. Also, it's good to add figures on the desk that I got from fan mail, because that's cool. So I got to add that, and I got my popcorn seasoning up there. So if I also want to make popcorn, I also have that too. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. Either way, I'm done. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Jordan Clark, for the 3 tip directly to Streamlabs, which is very appreciated. I need to have popcorn, man. Oh man, I should have got a box of popcorn at the store. All I have is like this. Like I really have like nothing left in this. That's all I have left. It's the Hers popcorn. I need to get, like... I always get Redenbacher, because Redenbacher's good. I haven't had that in a while, though. Hold on, I need to be like JC. I need to be like JC laying in bed. That's the best way to cosplay as JC right now. There, I'm JC in bed. I'm JC in bed right now. What if racing get freaking stupid and bananas? That's JC. No, JC in bed's just like this. Arms straight, he's a plank. Or this is, you know what? This is his new Tinder profile. Ladies. Hold on, he's more like sideways, like, ladies, hi, my name's JC. He's just sideways, like he's trying. It's like that's like seductive pose, but he's just like a plank. It's just so. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done. I'm losing my mind. I'm going, man. I need to stop. I'm done. You know what? We're done. I'm leaving on that note. Bye. I'm tired. God damn. Orville Redenbacher. Orville Redenbacher movie theater butter is my favorite. What about yours? I think that's my favorite too. Yeah, we're butter bros. High five. Yeah. That's that. What a combo. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I like that too. I think I've had regular butter as well. I don't think I've ever had. I think I've always had movie theater and then just original. So I don't think I tried anything else. Maybe there is kettle corn. I guess I should try that. I haven't had that before. But anyways, I'm getting hungry. I gotta stop thinking about food. But extra butter. Does that exist? Does movie theater butter but extra exist? I did not know this. I know there's extra butter like original, but I didn't know there was movie theater. You know what? I gotta stop talking, or I'm gonna have to go to the frickin' store and get more popcorn. But I don't want to do that. But either way, I'm done. I think my face cam went like black for a second. That was strange. My OBS had an update, so I was checking everything before I went live, making sure everything was good, and apparently it is. So it's good. But yeah, I'm gonna skedaddle out of here. I'm gonna skittle on my way. Thank you everybody for watching. Thursday stream will happen as per usual. And yeah. Bye. See you all later and have a good night. Obviously Thunder 03 season mode stuff throughout the week as usual. That's to be expected. So yeah. Bye.